My amplified unit. Salute. Just waiting for my big screen to pop up. Give me a second, guys. We got breaking news over the last couple of hours. CM Punk fired by AEW. Phillip Brooks' contract terminated by Tony Khan and All Elite Wrestling. This is now confirmed. There we go. There's the big screen. All right. What's going on, everybody? Guys, I hope you don't mind. Gold members, channel members, I'm going to keep everybody in the chat who's been subscribed for at least 4 weeks through the first match on the card tonight for Payback. This is the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is a big review for Payback tonight. So if you guys don't mind, I want everybody to be involved for the first match. There's a lot to discuss. And then, after the first match, we're going to go to members only. That's a perk for members, channel members. The gold cards, after the names that you see in green print, they're going to carry the rest of the show in the chat. But I want everybody to be involved in these discussions. It looks like CM Punk is not just overshadowing AEW events. CM Punk is stealing the headlines from WWE. So if you guys don't mind, channel members, if it's okay with you, I'm going to allow everybody that's been subscribed for at least 4 weeks plus. Everybody is going to be in the chat for at least the first full match on the card tonight so we can talk about the Phil Brooks shit as well. So appreciate it, man. To all my gold card unit. Phil Brooks has, before this card gets underway, man, we're still almost 10 minutes away from Payback, so I want to talk about this if you don't mind. CM Punk fired from AEW. This is an official statement. Yes, I agree, Storm. Smash those ups if you guys don't mind. I know we're just starting, but I already see over 100 on the ups. That's badass, man. That's you guys. And I see Stegmeister dropped a banger bomb, by the way. And for some reason, Stegmeister lost his subscription to the channel, so he's got to start all over with his 4-week subscription to get back into the chat. Stegmeister, what happened? This is an official statement, guys, from All Elite Wrestling, and I quote, All Elite Wrestling has terminated the wrestler and employment agreements between Phillip Brooks, CM Punk, and AEW with cause. So they're going to try to make sure he doesn't get paid. Now, Punk was probably like, I'll get fired. I'm going to sit home and get cash. I'm going to get paid. With cause, this could be going to court. This could be a very, very hefty legal turmoil for AEW and CM Punk on the horizon. With cause, CM Punk has been effectively terminated from his contract. The termination was confirmed by Tony Khan today, the CEO and general manager, also head of creative of AEW. The termination follows a week-long internal investigation of an incident occurring backstage at AEW, all in London on Sunday, August 24th. Or August 27th, my bad. Following the investigation, the AEW Discipline Committee met and later convened with outside legal counsel before making a unanimous recommendation to Khan that CM Punk be terminated with cause. Twice we're hearing with cause. Now, Tony Khan's official statement and quote, that was AEW's official statement. Tony Khan also sent out a quoted statement. Tony Khan says, and I quote, Phil played an important role with AEW, and I thank him for his contributions. The termination of his AEW contracts with cause three time, Booker T. They want you to know this is with cause. They want you to know they are not going to pay this dude $3 million for sitting home. Punk is like, hold up. The whole point of getting fired was to collect the cash, like Hulk Hogan did in WCW. Anyway, Tony Khan says the termination of his AEW contracts with cause is ultimately my decision and mine alone. Of course, I wish I didn't have to share this news, which may come as a disappointment to many of our fans. Nevertheless, I am making the decision in the best interest of the many amazing talents and people who work for AEW and make AEW possible every week. Our talent, staff, venue operators, and many others whose efforts are unsung but essential to bringing our fans great shows on television and at the arenas and stadiums throughout the world. Sounds to me like the backstage incident accidentally leaked into people that were just working, maybe some union workers, because we heard that it spilled into Gorilla. Tables were knocked over, monitors. At one point, CM Punk lunged at Tony Khan, we heard, as he was screaming, "I hate this place." Now we're hearing he lunged at Tony Khan during the Gorilla position getting ruined. So it sounds like a lot of people that could have gotten injured during this. It sounds like this was the only action he could have taken. So that's the end quote there, man. He wishes he didn't have to break this news. And he thanks Phil for his contributions. But it is his decision to now finally say enough is enough. And it's time for a change, as Owen Hart would say. But that is the official statement, guys, from AEW and Tony Khan. CM Punk is no longer employed by AEW. Now, you guys know my take on this. This was a marriage that had to end in divorce. He wasn't fit for AEW. He's not happy in pro wrestling, right? For a moment, he found his smile. He got a big paycheck. That'll do that. When somebody hands you $3 to $5 million, you're going to smile. It didn't take long for Punk to be miserable again, and that's not shade. Some people are just not happy at certain places. This became employment for Phillip Brooks. It's no longer fun. Professional wrestling is not fun for Phil Brooks. It's not. Unless he gets literally his own way, every which way. And he's just not that star anymore. The ratings tell you that. The numbers tell you that. He pulls in a little bit of an extra audience, a little bit, but it's not worth the negativity. And if that makes people cry, I understand. Maybe you're a big Phil Brooks fan. I get it, trust me. But this was ruining AEW at the seams. If you're an AEW fan, this was toxicity to another amplified level we've never seen before in a locker room. And it was just getting worse and worse. Now, some people say, what happened to Jack Perry? Did he just get a slap on the wrist? Well, Jack Perry's not a common denominator. We don't hear Jack Perry getting in all these brawls. We always hear Phillip Brooks is miserable. We hear Phillip Brooks is fighting with the entire locker room. We hear Phillip Brooks always has an issue and is overshadowing whole events. So until Jungle Boy Jack Perry gets into a bunch of fights, I'll be the first one to say this dude needs to be fired. But Jack Perry is not the common denominator, so everybody relax. Relax, and it doesn't even matter if Phil Brooks instigated this fight or not. You gotta know by now to stop fighting with talent, especially those that are smaller than you. Now, I don't know how you get smaller than Phil Brooks, but Jack Perry is. And we heard that Jack Perry had management's permission to use glass. It wasn't gonna be used. It was for optics. Real glass was going to be optics, not actually used. Management said yes. Phillip Brooks, because he knows Jungle Boy is friends with the Elite, came in and vetoed it and said, no, you're not. Jungle Boy said, I have permission. Get out of my way. You're not using glass on this show. And he was vetoed. So this is not Brooks' decision. He doesn't run AEW. He's not an EVP. He's not the head of talent relations. And not even the whole Collision roster looked up to him as the Messiah. So that's the problem. When the boys start running the asylum, the inmates start running the asylum, you have a problem. It's bad enough you got 3 EVPs that are the boys. You got 3 other locker room leaders, Jericho, Danielson, Mox. Head of talent relation is one of the boys, Christopher Daniels. And now Punk is the guy for Collision? No, there's a problem. It's got to stop. This is the start. Everybody can start to heal in that locker room. Brooks was not happy there. The AEW locker room, the majority, was not happy there. Dax Harwood is probably having a heart attack right now. He just lost his best friend, his love, everything. He looked up to CM Punk like Paul Levesque McMahon looks up to Vince McMahon. There's a love there. So I got to feel bad for Dax. But guys, it's done. I don't know any other way to say this. This was a marriage that had to end in divorce, okay? This is best for everybody. Now, if Phil Brooks gets paid to sit home and bang out AJ Lee, fucking awesome for him. It sounds like Tony Khan's going to fight paying him, though. Sounds like they're going to fight paying him. Pay-per-view is just starting now. We got the good, the bad, and the ugly, guys. Every match tonight is going to go in one of these columns. At the end of the night, we're going to find out if this was a good or bad pay-per-view for WWE. Stay away from the ugly column, though. If any match tonight goes into the ugly, that counts as two bads, and that'll greatly affect the outcome of if this was a good or bad pay-per-view. So that's why you want to stay away from ugly. If anything happens that's great tonight, we count that as two goods, and we put two goods in the good column. So that's how we do this review. It's not like reviews you're used to if you're new to the channel. We have a lot more fun here, and we really dissect these matches to put them where they should be. And that's how we find out if this was truly a good or bad pay-per-view. So we're going into an opening video package. Jonathan Cena is going to be the host for tonight. We expect him to start the show off. Cody Rhodes will be on the Grayson Waller effect. Rhea Ripley's Women's Championship is on the line against Raquel Rodriguez. Rey Mysterio's U.S. Championship on the line against Austin Theory. The tag titles, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Judgment Day's Damien Priest and Finn Balor. You're also going to have a steel cage match, Trish Stratus versus Becky Lynch. You're going to have Sethington Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's all coming up tonight, and BC hopes to be with you guys for the entire event. I want to have everybody who's been subscribed for at least 4 weeks. I want you guys to all be up in the chat for at least the first match. Then I'm going to switch to members only in the chat, because then I can gauge my top tier unit. If I got questions, it's easier to see all the gold cards and know that that's my top tier. They're going to spit back answers at me. And if I need them to determine if something was good, bad, or ugly, I know I can depend on them. So that's what we're going to do, guys. We're still in a video package as of right now. If you're just joining, CM Punk fired, terminated by AEW. It's been a long time coming. There was only going to be more and more fights, guys. There's no other way that this was going to go down. There was going to be more fights. He is not happy there. This was a marriage that had to be ending in divorce. And finally, Tony Khan. He woke up. He found his balls. If only Paul Levesque McMahon can do that. Find them in Stephanie's purse. We'd be better off for WWE as well. But Tony Khan, man, a big, big moment for him. And this tells you how big this backstage incident was. And for everybody that said it could be a work, yeah, what happened with that, huh? I told you this was not a work. This was real. This does nothing. This is nothing but make your company look really bad. It overshadowed every single pay-per-view for Tony Khan this year, basically. All the big moments was overshadowed by CM Punk backstage brawls with people like Adam Page. Hangman Page couldn't say a damn word. Jack Perry. Jack Perry was going to overshadow All In? That's a work that you're okay with? Stop. This is very real, unfortunately, man. Hey, Pyro to start the show, man. Yeah, so hopefully we have Pyro to start Payback. It's always good to see Pyro in WWE on an event. So hopefully AEW can start the healing process, right? Hopefully you got the toxicity out of the locker room, and hopefully they can start to really book what they were doing before Punk got there. Book the people that should have already been stars. What happened to Wardlow? What happened to Darby and Orange Cassidy the first 17 times? Why is FTR just now getting a push with those titles when they should have been last year? There's a lot of things that Tony Khan can now focus on, and it doesn't have to be the drama. I know that that pains a lot of people. You wanted to see CM Punk work in AEW. He was never a good fit there. You guys aren't going to want to hear this. You know where he's a good fit? WWE. That's where egos belong, man. And they can be controlled there. Even Paul Levesque McMahon, I'll give him some credit here. Paul Levesque McMahon, you think that's going to get away in gorilla position in WWE? Do you honestly fucking think Phil Brooks is having a fight in front of Vincent Kennedy and Paul Levesque? Ain't happening. Too much respect. As much as he can't stand Vince supposedly and H, he was the first one to say, of course I would accept a phone call from them if they wanted me to work for them. Just, what's the price? What's the money? What's the bottom dollar? I'll go back to WWE. Phil Brooks already said that. Do you think, honestly, he's going to fight in front of Paul Levesque and Vince McMahon? No. But that's where he belongs, and that's where he's going to eventually end up, guys. I told you this a long time ago, didn't I? Before he signed with AEW, and once he signed with AEW, I said he is going to come back to WWE one day. They always come back. And then Phil Brooks, a few months later, said, of course I would take the phone call. Remember, so many people said he will never go back to WWE BC. They fired him on his wedding day. And then Phil Brooks says, of course I would take the call. Business is business, he said. Business is business. Hey, WWE, AEW Marvel fan, he absolutely is going back to WWE. Absolutely. Confirmed. We don't know when, but he's going back to WWE. I can assure you of that. Phillip Brooks, mark these words. Mark them. I've always been right about Phillip Brooks. Always. Everything I've said has come true. Mark these words. Phillip CM Punk Brooks is returning to World Wrestling Entertainment. And don't be shocked if it's in the near future, not the distant. It's happening. Eduardo, exactly. It won't be long. I think it's going to be sooner rather than later. Business is business. 200 on the ups. I appreciate that, guys. We haven't even gotten started on the pay-per-view. We're going to start with the steel cage match. It's going to be Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. This is going to be inside of a steel cage. We're going to see if this match goes into the good, the bad, or the ugly. And I want my entire unit who's been subscribed for over 4 weeks to be involved in the chat. And then we're going to switch over to channel members only. So, we'll see, man. But big call on Tony Khan firing CM Punk. And I wanted to go over to the super chats to see what you guys are saying about this, man. There was a lot of supers that came in. Anthony Boley with a 2-spot coffee says, well, TK finally grew some balls. Anthony Boley. Colin with a 5-spot coffee says, well, TK finally did it. Let's see if he continues this role. Colin, Anthony Boley. We'll see, man. Derek Fleming Jr. with a 2-spot says, nobody listened to BC about Phil, and he ended up being right. I've been right about Phil Brooks the whole time, but you're right, Derek Fleming Jr. Like, no, a lot of people believed BC, but there was some that said, no, BC, this is a work. No, BC, this is going to help AEW. He's a big draw. No, BC, he'll never go back to WW. All right. Go Jackets, 5-spot coffee. TK finally got his nuts out of Phil's red bag. Does Phil get to keep the belt in the divorce? Well, that's the thing, Go Jackets. Remember, he's the real world's champion. Becky Lynch is coming down to the ring, guys. She's making her entrance now. Looking at the cage. About to go to war. Hopefully Trish Stratus and Becky bring it, by the way. But Go Jackets in that super chat. You're exactly right, bro. Because he's the real world's champion. He could actually show up and use that. Remember, Ric Flair was the real world's champion, and he went to WWF. And he actually brought the WCW's NWA title, guys. He brought the title to WWF because he called himself the real world's champion. Now, I'm not saying legally he can bring that AEW championship, but he is calling himself that. And just like it's almost like a curse. If you call yourself the real champion, you end up somehow getting removed from the company. It's crazy, man. I tell ya. Hey, Eduardo, a new channel member. Eduardo, I appreciate that, man. Eduardo just earned his gold card. So when I switch to channel members only, Eduardo, you will be able to chat, man. It'll be good to see you up in here. Appreciate it, bro. Trish Stratus is now making her way to the ring, guys. Nice new coat. She's feeling it. Look at that look, man. That's why I always said Trish Stratus is a great heel. Her mannerisms, her expressions, man. Just like, I'm too good for this. I don't even need this cage. But if this is what you're going to put me in, I'll find a way to win. Look at how she just went up to that fan, bro. You don't see that with the ladies today. You don't see that. Remember the other way? I tell you guys all the time when she looked at the guy in the audience and said, is that your girlfriend? Is that your wife? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, call me. She didn't give a fuck. Oh, that's great, man. Godswilla, 8-month membership, brother. I found your channel through your ranting about Bray Wyatt losing to Goldberg, and it still doesn't feel right that he's gone. Yeah, you guys tell me that's one of my best podcasts I've ever cut. That's before we even went to a podcast format. And we were doing kind of audio format when I was traveling. So I'm glad you stayed the whole time, Godswilla. I'm glad I can entertain you years later, man. And yeah, Bray Wyatt, this one's definitely for Bray. Terry Funk as well, but this one's for Bray Wyatt. Godswilla, you brought up a good point there, man. Let me give a big swig to Bray Wyatt. This entire night, this entire live stream, I'll dedicate it to Big Bray, Wyndham Rotunda. Our favorite, BC's favorite on this channel. Salute to Wyndham. And to JoJo and the kids, man, for sure. All right, we got the match started, man. Manhandle slam. Trish Stratus is able to kick out of it, send Becky into the post. Trish is going right out now, man. She's like, I don't need to do this. I'm out of here, bro. She tried to go over the top rope. That's great. Stegmeister. I gotta get the Stegmeister first of all, man. A banger bomb before we went live, man. Stegmeister with a $50 banger bomb. Can't comment in the chat, so I'll just drop a Stegmeister signature move. The awe-inspiring, ultra-devastating banger bomb. As for Punk, he brought it upon himself and got himself Das Boot. Stegmeister, no truer words could have been said, man. And Stegmeister is always starting the party off the right way. A banger bomb, chucking coffees at the channel. Hopefully these 4 weeks fly by, Stegmeister. I don't know how you got Das Booted from the subscription, bro. But get back, bro. Stegmeister, man, when I saw that $50 bet, I knew who that was from, bro. I said, we starting this party off. And Stegmeister as well with a 5-spot coffee, or 2-spot, my bad, says, I hope LA Knight hits Miz with a Sister Abigail. He should have done that last week when he was paying tribute, for sure. Spicy Mama Michaela with a 2-spot. Hey, yo, I'm present. What up, unit? What up, Spicy Mama? Thank you for the coffee. Good to see you up in here. Big Nang with a 2-spot. Still a work. Bye. Hey, Big Nang, we laugh, but there's people going to think this is still a work with CM Punk, bro. I'm telling you. And even if it was, could you imagine if it was a work? This would be the worst work of all time. Because all it did for months and months is make AEW look amateur, Bush League. It overshadowed all of the events. It made their top stars look like idiots. All to watch CM Punk as a heel for a few months. That would be the worst work in the world. So the people that say it could be a work, what's the work? They're working themselves into a corner. They've dug themselves a hole. No, he's fired. It's the only way this could go. Becky Lynch eats a whole face full of steel there. Anthony Boley with another 2-spot says, the moment Punk lunged at TK, he was done. Yeah, that's what we're hearing. He literally lunged at Tony Khan, bro. That's what we're hearing. Lunged at Tony Khan, screaming, I hate this place, and screaming at Khan beforehand because of the travel arrangements. Apparently, Tony Khan did not have proper travel arrangements, so people were pretty pissed off. WWE AEW Marvel fan 8-month membership Survivor Series is in Chicago, Illinois. I wouldn't be surprised if CM Punk returns there, and I used to be a Punk fan from 2011 to 2013, but anyway, this was coming. Yeah, there was no other way to do this. He had to be terminated. Chicago, Survivor Series, you say, huh? I don't know if it's going to be that soon, but he's going to be back one day soon to WWE. He fits better there. Even as much as he has turmoil with H and McMahon, there's a respect there. He's talked about it in the past. He's already said he'll take the phone call as long as business is business. Punk was telling you he wanted to go to WWE before AEW threw him all that money. He was trying to get back to WWE when FS1 had the television show, guys. Listen to Punk himself. People don't want to listen. They don't want to believe it. Fleck Guapo, 5-spot coffee. Def gonna pop out to WWE Raw in Charlotte this Monday. Tell me how one of my store managers is going, which is awkward, but funny as fuck. Hey, hopefully you enjoy the event. Fleck Guapo, Monday Night Raw in Charlotte. As long as Charlotte isn't there. Fury 9,000, a 20-spot, man. It was better than Punk. It was better that Punk was let go. Though some of the heat wasn't on him, Punk has to realize he can't just start fights with someone just for pissing him off. Yeah, his ego just got way too big. If it wasn't too big before, Fury 9,000, it just got really just massive. I appreciate the coffees. Fury 9,000, a 20-spot. Several coffees chucked over to the channel. We're still in the first match, steel cage match, guys. It's been slow pace. I've been keeping an eye. When the action picks up, BC will be calling it, I promise. But so far, it's just been a lot of running each individual into the cage, some stomps, some boots. Trish Stratus, Becky Lynch. That's where we're at right now, guys. So Ash Stegmeister Steggles with the Banger Bomb and other coffees. Fleck Wapo, Colin, Anthony Boley, Fury 9000, Go Jackets, Derek Fleming Jr., Big Nang, and Spicy Mama McCaleb. I appreciate all of those super chats, man, as we go into match number 1. And I know there was a few more too. Pimp Jesus with a 2 spot. Let's do this. And glad TK fired Punk. Pimp Jesus! Pimp! Let's rock, bro. And yeah, TK had to do it, Pimp Jesus. I appreciate the coffee. Dante Jaron 23 2 spot. I'm proud of TK. Punk just needs to be a podcaster. Probably be happier doing that. Then again, something will make him miserable. Audio issues, camera issues, who knows? Dante Jaron 23, he'll probably still end up being pissed somehow. Strict Tango 2 spot. Imagine if John Cena confronts LA Knight tonight. Strict Tango, I appreciate the coffee. Guys, the thing is, and Becky Lynch has Trish in an armbar right now. You're not missing anything. Action is still kind of slow. It'll pick up in a few minutes, I believe. But a lot of people want John Cena versus LA Knight. Guys, what's that going to do? You're going to split your LA Knight audience because a lot of people love John Cena. And on the microphone, John Cena eats people up and chews them out, spits them out. Why would you want LA Knight anywhere near John Cena? That's so awkward. And I understand it's a fun visual. Cena, LA Knight. This would absolutely destroy LA Knight. Destroy him. I just don't get it, guys. I don't know why LA Knight. And they're two faces. That's not a feud. LA Knight should be anywhere near right now. Anywhere near John Cena. Jonathan Cena needs to stay away from LA Knight. But Strict Tango, I totally understand the visual of it. LA Knight, the promos would be fun for a while, but John Cena would eat this dude alive. And I love LA Knight. You guys know that. But you have no idea. John Cena is vicious on the microphone. He literally will absolutely verbally annihilate motherfuckers. He's done it to Roman Reigns. He absolutely destroyed Austin Theory going into Mania. Becky Lynch and Trish both eating faces full of steel right now. Dante Jaron 23 with a 2 spot says, MILFs! That's right, I keep forgetting Becky has a kid as well. MILFs, Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus, man, both MILFs. That's funny. Trish Stratus, man. And she's got a decade plus on Becky Lynch. Somebody in the chat, it's going kind of fast. Who was that? I think it's Brian says, could you imagine MJF and John Cena on the mic against one another? That'd be fun. MJF, John Cena. Light it up, brother. 45-minute promo. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Come on, dog. 45 minutes. MJF, John Cena. Let's do this. That'd be fun. Nothing bad right now. A lot of back and forth. I really want to see this pick up to a physical level that we have not seen Trish or Becky hit in a while. There's no reason this can't be a memorable steel cage match. Right now, it's just a decent match. There's no reason this should be memorable. Let's really go to a physical level. Maybe when Zoe Stark gets involved, business will pick up a little bit more. Because I do expect Zoe to somehow get involved. Whenever matches are implemented to keep people out, it usually puts people in. Both up on the top turnbuckle right now. Trish holding on to the cage. Becky holding on to Trish. Now Trish is trying to get the fuck out. She's trying to get over the top of that cage. Both feet landing on the outside. Be done with Becky. Oh, she kicked Becky down. Go! Come on, you do all that yoga. Get up there like a fucking cheetah up a tree. Do cheetahs climb trees? The point is, get the fuck up that cage, Trish. Uh-oh, Becky caught her. Becky's got her. Nope. Whoa. Trish almost fell there, man. Powerbomb from the top. What do we got? All right, all of that was just for a power bomb. That's what I mean. We got to get more creative, man. They did they literally just did a 90-second spot in the corner. Okay? That's good. Set up for a Big Bang Theory at that point. No. Becky just walks Trish into the middle of the ring and power bombs her. Well, come on, bro. This is a pay-per-view. This isn't Monday Night Raw. We got to do a little bit better than this, guys. If you're new to the channel, I just don't put matches into the good column because they're decent. No. This is a pay-per-view. We got to act like it. Trish Stratus is really selling the beating so far, though. That's why I love Trish Stratus. She's just amazing at what she does. I'm not a big Becky Lynch fan, but she's damn good as well, so I actually didn't mind this whole feud. I know a lot of you guys did not like it at all. You just want it to be done with. I didn't mind it for the most part, man. Trish played her role pretty good. Becky stayed away from the title picture, which is all you can ask. If only Charlie Flair would do that. Trish with the cover, 2 3/10. Becky Lynch kicks out. I want to give a shout out over to Bad Big Dog 95, 2-month membership, gold card status. BC just wanted to pop in, see how the pay-per-view was going. I'm watching my Alabama Crimson Tide play with my family. I can't miss that. It supersedes WWE. Enjoy time with the family. Enjoy your college football, bro. Thanks for stopping in, Bad Big Dog 95. And I appreciate the 2-month membership. Feel free to keep stopping by after every match, Bad Big Dog. BC will be here the entire night, bro. And you're a channel member, so after the first match, we're going to go to just channel members in the chat, so you can jump in anytime you want. Appreciate you, bro. A little bit of twist of fate there on Trish. 2 6/10. Trish let it hang a little bit there. Pretty decent. If you guys are wondering if I'm going to be fully amplified the whole event, this is a fresh vanilla latte from the fine folks at Starbucks. I also have from the fine folks at Starbucks a refresher that's also got caffeine in it. I don't even know what the pomegranate double shot. What is this? Pomegranate double shot something. It's called a refresher, man. So I got that. And I also got the fine folks at Dunkin' Donuts to supply me with an iced coffee. So I got a lot of coffee. Oh, nice there, man. Trish Stratus for the W. 1, 2. Oh, whoa. Becky almost fucking sat on that for a second. That was 2 8/10. Damn. Little quicker there, Bex. No, that was pretty decently timed. Corey Graves says 2 9/10. I said 2 8/10. It wasn't exactly 9/10, Corey Graves. Stop trying to... Corey's doing my play-by-play. For those new to the channel, Corey Graves watches our channel, just so you know. Amplified Unit, up in the chat. Corey Graves watches. I have it on great authority, and I already know that just by what he says all the time. It's shit we always talk about on the channel. And almost in quotes. Corey Graves. Little numbnuts. Oh, Trish Stratus almost got over the top. Yeah, Corey's got a burner account up in this chat. He knows it. We're almost at 250 on the likes, by the way, man. We're still in the middle of match number 1. We're almost about to hit 250 live on a Saturday night. I appreciate it, guys. Manhandle slam from the top rope, but no, Trish was able to hold on to that cage. Oh, that bulldog from the top rope, Trish. The bulldog from the top rope hurt her fucking ass. That's a dream job for the doctor, man. Go in there and check on her ass. Man, that's 2 9/10, Corey. That's the difference. Becky Lynch kicks out at 2 9/10 now. Dave Miele, 8-month membership. I could see Cena versus LA Knight. Yeah, as an opportunity for Cena to give the rub to Knight. The problem is Knight doesn't need the rub from him. Dave Miele, he'd be eviscerated, man. I don't understand why anybody would want Cena next to LA Knight, man. LA Knight still flubs some lines with the Miz. You heard him. LA Knight is still trying to find the groove. And I'm the biggest supporter of LA Knight, I believe. One of in the community. But you still hear him flub words and shit. You want to throw him in there with Jonathan Cena? No, there's no way that works. Dave, I appreciate you, brother, but there's no way LA Knight and John Cena works. There's just not a way. John Cena is just too fucking good. He needs to be in there with other heels that can be degraded and wrecked, and they can still save face because they're heels. Not LA Knight. Trish Stratus is almost over that top of the cage. Becky Lynch just jumps right back up. She is a fucking as fast as a cheetah in this match. Nice visual. They're both on the top part of the cage. The scaffolding part. Oh, there's the yoga of Trish Stratus, man. She's so agile and athletic. She's hanging upside down from the cage, Trish Stratus, guys. I know women wrestlers today, half her age, that can't do that shit. Becky Lynch is trying to suplex her back into the ring, but her leg is intertwined to the scaffolding part of the cage. She was hanging upside down by 1 foot, 1 leg. And now Trish is hanging upside down the other way, toward the canvas, in a suplex. Oh! A suplex from the top. Trish Stratus's feet were high above the cage. And Stratus took that shit over 40 years of age, out of the game for so long. And she's taking a suplex from the top, bro. And there's people that don't want to give respect to Trish Stratus. Come on, dude. Trish has a fucking welt, a baseball-sized welt on her forehead. She done broke her nose not long ago. Taking bumps like this. The fuck, bro? Let's give Trish some love. That was the moment this match needed, man. That was good. Let's keep the momentum going. I would send down Zoe right now. Let's start some fucking extracurricular activity. There's nothing wrong with Zoe getting some shine for the last 5 minutes of this match. I don't see this match going more than 5 minutes more. I just feel the pacing set up Zoe to come out right now. Trish is going to try to go for the door. Becky's going for the top. Becky realized Trish was going to the door, so she came back in. I knew it. Yeah, good timing. Zoe did hit the ring, guys. I feel this was the right call. This was a good moment in the match to send Zoe out. Sure enough, Zoe Stark did just hit the ring. She's pulling Trish out of the door, but Becky refuses to let go of Trish's feet. So basically, Trish Stratus is about to rip in half. Trish is like, what the fuck? There's yin, there's yang. Make up your fucking minds. Oh, Zoe just belts Becky with the door into the forehead. Trish with the 3 count, but no, 2 and 8/10. Becky kicks out. Manhandle slam. Oh, Trish showed that beautifully on her head. Zoe Stark hits the ring for the interference. Manhandle slam, but Trish showed it beautifully on her back of her head, basically, man. It was more upper body that landed. Beautiful sell job by Trish, the way she took it. Zoe hits the ring. She's trying to pull Trish out the door, but Becky is standing in the way of the door like, no, you're going to have to go through me. Zoe's like, really, motherfucker? And that's where we're at right now in the match. I love Zoe's expression. You really want to do this? I will fucking rock with you one more time. You guys saw what happened on Monday night. Really good main event, man. Zoe versus Becky Lynch. Falls count anywhere. Zoe clotheslines Becky, tells Trish to go up to the top while I handle Becky. Trish follows the orders. Trish is going up top. Manhandle slam to Zoe, though, when she turned around. And like a fucking cheetah for the 3rd time, Becky has caught in Trish at the top of the cage. Trish now back. They're both on the top rope. Slams Trish Stratus. Already has a baseball-sized welt on her forehead. Manhandle slam from the top rope. Trish is taking an ass whooping. 1, 2, 3. Becky wins this match. Man, Trish took some heavy bumps in this match. That suplex is not easy to take. This isn't your trampoline. in your fucking mother and father's backyard. That's a big bump for somebody who's been away for that long, a mother, well into her 40s. And then she takes a manhandle slam from the top rope. Zoe Stark, though, man, that doesn't look good for Zoe. She comes in to help. Becky manhandles both of them. Now, this had to happen. Trish was brought back for these reasons. No harm, no foul, guys. She's already a legend, Hall of Famer. She's came back to put these situations where Becky is nowhere near the title picture, but give Becky something, right? Of relevance. Becky has a big pay-per-view W here. This was supposed to be SummerSlam. It got called off, and then they gave him a cage match. So this is no harm, no foul. Trish has to lose this. Becky has to win this match. And that's exactly what happened. I actually didn't mind the match at all. Picked up at the end. And it was the right call. So those are the positives. The negatives. I'll never go back and watch it again, probably, unless I watch the whole unless the rest of the pay-per-view is so awesome that I end up watching it from top to bottom. That's happened in the past with some events. But I won't go back and necessarily watch it again. Watch this, man. Look at this. Manhandle say, boom! Cracks her skull on the canvas. Man, you could see in Becky's face, like this was a long, several-month feud that she has finally conquered, and now it's exciting for her to see what next. I've stayed away from the title picture. You better have proper booking for me. That's that look on Becky's face, man. I don't have Zoe breaking up with Trish right now. I know a lot of you guys would love that. Maybe it doesn't work for you, but it looks like that's what they're leading toward, because we have a camera shot on Trish and Zoe. Looks like Trish is going to like turn on Zoe or something. I don't see a reason for it, but WWE might... about who turns face, man. Trish is better as a heel, clearly. And Zoe can't be a face yet. Trish is about to slap Zoe in her dome piece. Hold on. Zoe will... Oh! Nope, Zoe would not let Trish leave. Trish slaps Zoe. I don't know if it landed. I think fingertips landed. Fingertips to the nose. Not like Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon lays into you. She smacks Zoe and she's yelling to get out. Zoe Stark is obeying. No, she's not. She shut the cage, brah. Trish is like, oh yeah, bitch, you want to rock? Let's go. Okay. This is kind of fun, actually. See, just like I told you guys from the beginning, I would break them up right now is what I would do because it's perfect timing. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, there you go. What is that, the Z360? Trish sold that fucking... Trish just spun around like she's a fucking circus act. Z360 knocks Trish Stratus out in her already baseball-sized lump on her dome piece. Zoe is pissed, bro. Man, what a night for Trish. She is selling everything. She's taking a beating. She's taking L's. She just lost her best friend. Yo, Trish Stratus, I gotta give some props, man. What a performance by Trishington. Trishington nailed it. Becky Lynch nailed it. I'm so proud for her. She can finally move on. Hopefully WWE has some plans. Zoe is coming into her own. The match was decent. It was the right call. I like the post-match extracurricular activity. I wouldn't have went there myself, but they did it pretty damn good. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and put match number 1 because there's just not enough bad. Other than I don't know if I'd go back and necessarily take 15, 17, 20 minutes to watch it again. But there's just not enough bad here. There was a lot of good that I saw. So, match number 1 is going to go into the good column. Not bad. Not a bad way to start the night. The women absolutely got physical, kicked ass. They were badass. Booking, creative, didn't entirely shit the bed on them. There you go. There's a plus. We're in commercials right now, guys. You're not missing anything. Let me go over to some supers that were happening during that match. There were some super chats, so I just want to give a big shout out to, where did I leave off? Jamal Straken, 2-spot coffee. BC, don't know how, but I got kicked off of the gold status. That's probably how, bro. I don't know. That's the two, bro. I don't know. Channel membership is through a subscription-based service. So, that's okay, though. You don't need to be a subscription member. Jamal, you've been a long-time subscriber, so much love and respect. As long as your electricity bill doesn't go out, Jamal, then you got a problem. That's the bills you want to pay. But you probably didn't pay the membership fees that it takes to be a channel member. There's membership fees, like SAG-AFTRA's union. Jamal, as long as your electricity stays on and you still got cable, bro, that's all that matters. Jamal, I appreciate it, brother, even though you're no longer gold status. Jack Brewer with a 5-spot coffee. LOL, other YouTubers wanted CM Punk to stay once they fired him. They say he's a cancer. Glad he is gone just for clicks. BC kept it real and honest. Jack Brewer, yeah, I don't watch or follow along to anybody else anyway. I just don't have the time, nor would I care about anybody else's opinion. I really wouldn't, because I just talk in facts. So I wouldn't care anyway what anybody else is saying, but I will say this. Of course I kept it real and honest. You know how we do it, Jack Brewer. I don't bullshit just to bullshit. I don't demean or throw shade just to do it. I am talking about factually what is happening. And with Phillip Brooks, it was easy to see the whole time what was happening, right? So, of course, it's not a pat on the back. You guys realize the whole first 47 minutes of this stream, I haven't given myself a pat on the back, but I was right the whole time about Phillip. But it's not a pat on the back. I just want everybody to see CM Punk is not happy in pro wrestling anymore. And the only place he's going to do anything going forward is, unfortunately for a lot of people, in WWE. Because he won't get away with this type of shit in WWE either. But of course, man, Jack Brewer, man, we keep it real on this channel. We don't sugarcoat, we don't BS. Ash, Stegmeister Stegels, 5-spot coffee. Right call, good match overall, and I like the post-match. Ash, I agree, brother. We put the first match up into the good column, Ash. I absolutely agree. Colin up in here with that 2-spot. I kind of feel bad for TK. He's getting booed. Yeah, it's Chicago. He's going to get booed big time. But you know what, TK? I'm so proud of him. Located his balls. He attached them, and he did the right thing. Tony Khan runs a promotion. Are you a boss, or you are the head member of the CM Punk fan club? Which is it? Because at some point, you're going to have to... Here's John Cena, by the way, the host of Payback. John Cena's coming out. At some point, you're going to have to show everybody, tell everybody, your talent, your audience. One day, maybe shareholders, one day. But you're going to have to tell people that you're the actual boss and you're not the head member of CM Punk's fan club. So I am so proud of Tony Khan. I really am. That's the only thing he could do. You know, we've been saying for months, dude, you gotta put your big boy pants on and be a boss. Somebody has to run this company. That company was going off the rails, guys. AEW, I was feeling really bad for it. Every time they had a big moment, a big event or a big moment, it was overshadowed by Phillip Brooks going, fuck it. I'm in a mood today. I'm in a mood. I'm going to stir some shit up. Well, you can't do that, bro. You're ruining this company that is giving you millions of dollars. Tony Khan took a true gamble, and unfortunately, he bet the house and he gambled and he lost everything. Now he's going to try to keep whatever he has left. See what Jonathan Cena has to say. So that latest round of Super Chats, Jamal, Jack, Stegmeister, and Colin. I appreciate you guys big time, man. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and... Hold on, guys. John Cena's talking. I just want to hear what he says. He's pumping up the crowd, of course. Guys, live chat while John Cena is rocking out. I'm going to switch over as a perk to my channel members. I'm going to switch over to members only, guys. Almost 300 on the ups, by the way. Much love and respect. We're about to hit 300 on the ups. Guys, I'm going to switch over to channel members in the chat, all right? I wanted to let everybody talk about the CM Punk thing, watch the first match together. And now I'm going to switch over to my gold card members, my channel members. This is a perk for them, a perk for being a channel member. Is we do a bunch of live streams during the month. And gold card up in the chats, gold card only. So, red team, go to my entire unit. Stick around. This is going to be available for all of my subscribers, man. All my red team. You guys can stay, enjoy. Hopefully I entertain you guys. Hopefully you enjoy the event. But everybody, rock out if you want. But in the chat, I'm going to switch over to channel members, all right? So, gold team, I'm going to need you to mound up right about now. Much love and respect to everybody, though. Stick around if you want. Come back after every match. We'd love to have you for sure. We're switching over to members in the next 15 seconds, guys. The next 15 seconds. Gold cards will be filling up the chat. Gold cards. The Miz has just interrupted Jonathan Cena, guys. So you guys wanted LA Knight and John Cena to do something together. Maybe a tag team match in the future, right? You're probably going to see on SmackDown John Cena and LA Knight. That sounds like something you're going to get. Miz and like Grayson Waller or Austin Theory or some shit. Gold card filling up that chat. What up, gold cards? JR9, Gross, Deontay, Brad Boyer, WWE AEW Marvel fan, Carlos, Truman, James Shrimp Fajitas, Eduardo, Alicia, Dave, Pimp Jesus, Anthony Bowley, Bad Big Dog 95, Eric Newton, William F, DC Lanier, Jimmy Fingers, Dante Jaron 23, Colin, James Miller. What's up, everybody? Gold card status up in this bitch. All right, let's see what Miz and Jonathan Cena are gonna say here, man. Let's listen in. Wait, Cena is a special guest referee for Miz and LA Knight? They don't need that stipulation. This is one of the best storylines, man. Why is Cena a referee? He said John Cena says, any more advice on what I should do? He says, yeah, when somebody tells you to be a mermaid in a Barbie movie, you say no. Cena says, I don't like you, Miz, but I do have a lot of respect for you. Cena says, I'm asking you for help, man. Give me some advice. Fucking with Miz. Miz says, yeah, I got some advice. Be more involved and dress better. Oh my God, that was great, bro. Miz says, I wear a $10,000 suit. You're almost 50 years old and you dress like a Teletubby. I wear a $10,000 suit and you're 50 years old and dressed like a Teletubby still. Hey, when his hand goes up, your mouths go shut. The disrespect for the poor Miz. He probably has one underneath his damn fucking Teletubby shirt. Oh, no, he's got one now. A referee. Guys, LA Knight versus Miz doesn't need... So you're going to see LA Knight and John Cena together, but I think this is going to be more of a tag team, or they're both going to beat up the Miz type thing and have everybody happy. LA Knight doesn't need John Cena's rub, though. Because he's going to get plenty of that on SmackDown, trust me. You're going to see a lot of Cena and LA Knight tagging up on SmackDowns. I just have a feeling. Yeah, here comes LA Knight. Nice pop from Pittsburgh. I guess this is an out for Miz to lose this match because of Cena, but still, man, this is not needed. Nice pop for LA Knight, bro. I love how Michael Cole for the last week has been saying you got to start winning more matches or else the window for your momentum is going to end real quick. Thank you, Michael Cole. We've been saying that for 8 months. Now you want to listen to BC Amplified? Now you want to listen to the unit? Now all of a sudden wins matter, Michael Cole. Or else his momentum might be thrown to the wayside. Unbelievable. I don't understand how fucking Michael Cole is just not where was this guy 8 months ago? Miz slowly getting into the ring. Tiny balls chant. Man, that really stuck, huh? This tiny balls chant. Miz changes his mind. He's taking off. Now he's coming back. All right, we're going to spend 20 minutes getting into the ring, guys. Hey, the bell rang, and Miz is taking off. He's running away. Is green shirt guy there? James Shrimp Fajitas? Oh yeah, there's green shirt guy. And he's always front row too. How much money does that guy have, huh? He's there at front row every fucking event. Shut up, green shirt guy, you Fruit Loop. Remember, does anybody remember Sign Guy? I was in New York City one time, second row. I don't know how. I got like second row, man, and I was the last one to buy a ticket. I showed up like 2 minutes before the event. Oh, finally, they're fighting in the aisleway toward the ring. LA Knight had to go get Miz. So I ended up, like, last minute getting a ticket to Madison Square Garden, second row with all the VIPs on the non-cameras. It was a non-televised show, but we call that non-camera anyway. And where all the, the family members and everybody sits and VIPs. I was second row, man. And I was right next to Sign Guy. Fucking Sign Guy. The red hat. He would always show up to ECW and WWE. And he had a bunch of fucking signs. This motherfucker was real. People were going up, taking pictures with him and shit. I look like I belong too, man. I came from a fancy schmancy meeting, so I had like a long pea coat on. I had like fucking, what I have? Like $2,000 snakeskins on. A nice fancy fucking tie. I was crossing Madison Square Garden. I realized there was an event, so I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to see if there's a ticket available. Second row, man. I looked like I was a head honcho. And there's Sign Guy in his fucking maintenance shirt and that blue shirt and his red backwards baseball cap. Too funny. That's a little story for you guys, man. Why LA Knight gets beat up by The Miz. Maurice. They're talking about Maurice, man. Maurice is so good with The Miz. I wish she would do more dates. Jimmy Fingers, 10 spot, 10-19. Jimmy Fingers, 19. Not to bring it down, Amp Unit. Still massively grieving Bray, but having trouble getting back into it. Moving away from that just puts into perspective just how much CM Punk does not matter. 19 out. I know, man. It's a cycle of life, though, brother. We're all going to grieve Bray, and we're all going to miss him, but we always, when you lose somebody, you live for them, man. You honor them, you know, and that's what we're always going to do for Bray and stuff. But life does have to move on, and we keep on rocking, man. You do it in honor of the ones that we've lost. So you never want to grieve too much. You don't want to get too much into a pit of misery, man. So Jimmy Fingers 19, rock out, man. I appreciate the coffees. Big night of action. Hopefully you're entertained by it, man. And as far as CM Punk, who knows? He could be back in a WWE ring entertaining you soon one day. You never know. LA Knight back onto the offense. Takes out Miz with a sliding or baseball slide. Bounces his dome piece off the steps. John Cena is oddly the referee for this match, guys. I have no idea. I think it actually takes away from this match, but all right. Smashing the Miz's dome piece into the commentary table. Miz back on the advantage. If you guys are just joining or coming in and out of the stream too, thanks for joining us on this Saturday Night Live. I know I just put up the notification of it a half an hour before the event. But that's how we do on this channel. And even if you're part of the thousands that are going to catch this over the next 24 hours, maybe you didn't hear about it, you were living underneath a rock. CM Punk has been fired by AEW. Tony Khan has terminated the contract of Phil Brooks, effective immediately with cause, which means they can now fight paying him. Punk thinks he's just going to get paid to sit home, bang out AJ Lee. Not so fast. Tony Khan is claiming it is with cause. Therefore, Miz just went fucking dive bombing into the announcer's little section. With cause, meaning that Tony Khan is most likely going to try not to pay CM Punk. So this is good. This is good. It looks like it's setting up for a long legal battle between Phillip, CM Punk, Brooks, and AEW guys. But if you're just tuning in, CM Punk has been fired by All Elite Wrestling. Clothesline from LA Knight on the outside to The Miz. Yeah. Gross, he could wind up in the Impact Zone, bro. Trinity Fatu, CM Punk. I don't know if they have enough money in the world to pay Phillip Brooks, guys. If you knew the amount of money that Tony Khan paid him millions of dollars for a limited schedule. And CM Punk just took the world from this dude. And I'm sure Punk thinks he's going to get paid, and he might. He might. Oh, Cena's pushing Miz back now, and here's the friction with John Cena as the referee. Miz is now pissed off. Punk could get paid those millions still, but TK is trying to protect himself. He's saying that the firing is with cause, meaning he does not have to pay him. So it's going to be interesting to see if he gets paid those millions. But I think the only company that could pay him that much money is WWE. Yeah, JR9, NJPW, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Again, the money wouldn't be there. Or he wouldn't want to do that travel consistently either. Oh, now LA Knight's pissed off at John Cena. So those that wanted to see them tussle up a little, there it is. There's your preview. And again, I just don't think that works for LA Knight, man. Ugh. John Cena would just roast him. LA Knight, guys, I'm probably one of, if not the biggest supporter of LA Knight. I'm telling you right now, he's still trying to find himself with this new popularity. He flubs a lot of his lines because he gets nervous. He just did it again on Friday Night SmackDown. JR9, you caught that? A lot of you unit members, you may have caught that. He flubbed a little bit. He's been doing that. I think in there with John Cena, the nerves are just, I always say, right? Sink or swim. Send him over to the Sharks and let's see if they can sink or swim. But there's no reason putting in a big face like John Cena against LA Knight. There's no reason right now. But that visual is cool. LA Knight face to face with John Cena. But I think what you're going to see, guys, is probably a tag team going forward many Friday nights. You're probably going to see a lot of LA Knight and John Cena in a tag team. I don't know if I need to see that, but I'm sure a lot of people will cheer. And I think this is WWE's way to give him a rub, right? We'll put him with John Cena. He doesn't need that, bro. Just give him good booking. That's your plan for John Cena for the next 2 months while there's a writer's strike? Throw him in there with LA Knight so he can overshadow LA Knight? Because if the booking is not proper, he's just going to overshadow LA Knight. It's not going to be a 50-50 partnership. The way WWE books John Cena strong and is still wishy-washy on LA Knight, trust me. We'll see, though, man. Jimmy Fingers 19, 519. BC, will you cut a promo if LA Knight takes the L here and drop 20 uglies right out of the gate? It would have to be done. It would have to be done in a negligent way, Jimmy Fingers 19. If he just loses this match, somehow John Cena goes rogue or so, I don't know, then that could be interesting. Michael Cole, all of a sudden saying he's got to win all of his matches going forward for him to keep his momentum. Where was that energy 8 months ago when he kept on getting popular from us? We did not waver. We did not give up on this dude. You just kept casual fans from jumping on board. This company only hurt themselves the last 8 months. Now all of a sudden Michael Cole wants to say he's got to win every match. Sounds fishy, right? It's almost like they're setting him up for a loss. But yeah, if it's done negligently, I'll drop 20 uglies. But if The Miz wins this match because they want to prolong this 4 extra weeks to the next pay-per-view, this is one of the best storylines in WWE right now. I might be okay with that. I have to see how it ends. You know, first of all, I got to see how the match is going to play out. We're only halfway through right now. But so the answer is possibly Jimmy Fingers 19. Possibly. Nice, man. A Sky Raider, man. Plants Miz flat. Miz got height there, man. Air Jordan status. LA Knight just chucked him in the air like he's a fucking, like you're playing around with your fucking kid and you're just tossing him, catching him. Hopefully you're catching him. Strict Tango, 2-spot. What are your thoughts on Blue Kane, who has snow powers? No. I'm okay with Supernatural and all that, but let's keep Undertaker, Bray Wyatt. Those are the individuals that should be doing that. Much love to Bray, of course, and Undertaker's done. But no snow powers from Blue Kane, Strict Tango. Stegmeister with a 10-spot. Cena versus Knight in Cena's last match. Absolutely all for it, but not right now. Knight needs to become even bigger than he currently is. I guess, Stegmeister, I mean, everybody's saying they want to see this match. I don't see it. LA Knight versus John Cena. I don't get why. They're both faces. I don't understand why LA Knight would have to take on John Cena. Right now, he just needs good momentum, and let's make him a top star. So, Stegmeister, a lot of people agree with you, bro. Cena, LA Knight, I'm not seeing it. Cena's really popular. LA Knight's really popular. This is not Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, WrestleMania 6. But a lot of you guys want to see it. You might get your way. Who knows, man? Maybe they'll go John Cena turns heel, or maybe they just do a face versus face one day. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to help LA Knight. Who is that in the chat? Hold on. Oh, man, hold on. I'm seeing these DDTs by Miz, but somebody just popped BZ in the chat, man. LOL moment. Hold on. Who was that? JR9. I should have known. JR9 Gaming says, snow powers, question mark. Strict Tango comes out of nowhere with a Blue Cane and snow powers. JR9 Gaming is like, the fuck fuck are we talking about? Too funny, man. My channel members, man, much love to you guys. You guys always make me fucking laugh, bro. You guys are the best. When I say you earned your gold cards, I mean you earned it, man. You represent this channel in the best of ways, man. That gold card is earned. Oh, it's a fruit roll up. Somehow Miz was able to kick out of it. He found the secret to kicking out of a roll up. What? Spinning net breaker. It looked like a reverse Sister Abigail in the turnbuckle, didn't it? That was crazy. We got a replay on that? Kevin Dunn, you got to give me a replay on that? Kevin Dunn, give me a replay on that. Oh, here we go. Kevin, thank you. Look at this replay, like a reverse Sister Abigail or some shit. Pretty cool. A fruit roll-up with his hand on the ropes, because of course, that's going to add so much leverage. Oh, Cena just kicked Miz's arm, and Cena's pissed. I done told you, I am the law. I am the authority. I have the WWE badge. Do not disobey me. Miz is like, motherfucker, I took care of you many years ago at WrestleMania. I'll slap the shit out of you now. BFT. Blunt force trauma. No, Miz is able to. Oh, Cena was about to punch. Oh, LA Knight almost took out Cena. Skull crushing finale, and it's hit. Skull crushing. 1, 2. LA Knight kicks out John Cena with one of the slowest counts of all time. Well, John Cena was pretty much like he was looking like a 50-year-old man trying to get down to do that count, man. Oh, Miz is going to mock Cena. He's going to do the you can't see me punch. It was always funny when Cena would do this over the years because he would never land it. He would never hit the punch. Oh, LA Knight gets up. Boom, power slam. And now we're going to get the LA Knight elbow. Boom. BFT. Oh, he crushed him. He got the BFT. Foot on the rope. Nope. LA Knight wins. Big W for LA Knight. Yeah. Straight up W for Knight. Cena raises the hand of LA Knight. I guess that's WWE's way to say, we're going to give this dude the rocket. You guys called for it for 8 months. How did John Cena land on the... Why is John Cena rolling around the canvas? Cena just said something to Miz off camera, but I saw it on the camera D shot. Or actually, that was camera E. That was the sky shot. That's camera E. So that's a respect. If you guys don't know, behind the scenes, John Cena and the Miz, they are such good friends, man. They get along really well. So John Cena just whispered something to Miz. They thought they were completely off camera. But I think this is WWE's way to say, you know, we're gonna have John Cena give you the. It's not a torch, guys. Please don't say a passing of the torch. This is not a torch moment. This is just a little bit of a rub. I just don't think it's needed right now from John Cena. LA Knight's doing fine on his own. Oh, they're having Cena stay at the top of the ramp now to give him more of a rub. A rub. He's like, hey, kid, you go to the gym. Let me take my shirt off. I go to the gym as well. LA Knight's talking some shit, but John Cena gives him the sign of approval. This is what I mean. This is the sign. This is a little bit of a rub. You know, Cena's giving him his respect. So LA Knight is not shaking his hand yet. He just shook his hand there. And now Cena's putting his hand up. Right here, if you want to have some fun, turn on him. If I'm WWE, turn right now. Cena, turn on LA Knight, and then maybe we could talk business. Unless that's happening, no, I don't need to see that match. But no, they didn't do that. They're not going to do that. There's too much money on the line. John Cena has already said he's never going to turn heel. He's never going to. So I think that's the closest you're ever going to get from a match, guys. I don't think that's going to happen. You are going to see them in a tag team more than likely. Cena is set for the next 2 months of SmackDowns. That's obviously LA Knight's show. I want one of those Green Bay titles. Look at that title, guys. WWE is in a partnership with the NFL. Whatever your favorite football team is, you can now get a $600 title. That's what it costs. $600 motherfucking dollars. I want a Green Bay Packer one. I'm going to get it soon. But fuck the Steelers. We took care of them. Super Bowl. What was that? Super Bowl 30. Super Bowl 45. Super Bowl 45. The Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers. Sorry, not sorry, Steeler fans. What do you want me to say? Stegmeister, 2-spot. Don't mind me, just passing BC the torch. Well, I have to bring it up because every time there's a legend with a new superstar, fans like to use wrestling terminology to sound smart. He's passing the torch. No, Cena is not passing a torch. That's not a torch. That's a little bit of a rub. There's a difference. Undertaker and Bray Wyatt, if you want to talk a torch being passed over just a conversation and not a match. Remember when Undertaker whispered into Bray Wyatt's ear? You could call that a little bit more of a torch, but even that's more of just a gigantic rub. But I'll allow that. This is not a torch. This is just a rub. And I'm not sure LA Knight needs John Cena's rub right now. And that sounds a little, that sounds awful, by the way. So we're just going to move on. That match, guys, LA Knight, the good call. I don't mind the match at all. Didn't need John Cena to be a referee, but I didn't mind the match. It was the right call. LA Knight with the W. Yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, there's not enough bad. Should I put this into the good column? Match number 2, LA Knight scored the W. I think that's all that really matters here, right? The feud in this storyline has been probably the best aside from the Bloodline. In fact, the Bloodline storyline, guys, it's starting to go downhill. The Bloodline storyline is nowhere near that interesting anymore. In fact, the Bloodline isn't even on this card at all. No Jimmy, no Jay, no Solo, no Roman, no nothing. And you probably didn't even think about it, did you? So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put match number 2 into the good column just for LA Knight having another big moment to stare down with the Cena. And hey, I don't think he needed it, but he got rubbed by John Cena. Again, that sounds so fucking bad. Let's just put this into the column. I don't know why John Cena had to take his fucking shirt off to do that, by the way. He takes his shirt off to shake fucking LA Knight's hand. Whoa there, buddy. Relax. A little bit tipsy in the hand, if you ask me. Little light in the fucking loafers there. Keep your fucking shirt on, pal. You're just shaking the dude's hand. All right, match number 2. All seriousness, man. We're having a good time, but in all seriousness, we're 2 matches in, and we so far have 2 in the good column. Hey, what the fuck is happening? Is WWE putting on a good pay-per-view so far? Oh boy, just as I spoke positively, I literally heard in my headset, A-Town down, and I already want to put 10 uglies into the ugly column. Just when I said we had a good pay-per-view going, guys, Austin Theory hits the top of the ramp. I want to give a big thank you out to my unit right now. We are over 300 on the ups. We're headed toward 350 as we start match number 3. So I appreciate that very much, guys. We're over 300 on a Saturday night with a half an hour of notice, man. That's when I put up the the little countdown for the live stream. A little over a half an hour. But you guys are showing up big time, man. And to the thousands that catch this later in the next 24 hours, make sure you smash that up. Just because you're not catching it live doesn't mean you can't smash that up. Let me know you're amplified. Now, James Miller, this could be the downer match, man, but we'll see. I'm going to give it a chance here, man. This is Austin. This is not tag. I keep wanting to say it's a tag match because they're putting him with Grayson Waller recently. But this is a U.S. title match. Could you imagine if they give the title right back to... First of all, what the fuck happened with the U.S. title? What a debacle, bro. This was simple. You just give it to LA Knight from the jump. Instead, they do this weird thing with Escobar. Mysterio gets injured. Escobar still loses his match with Mysterio. So Mysterio ends up getting the U.S. title for no fucking reason. Theory finally drops the title, which was long overdue. And now they just have a match with Theory again. Who wins here? Mysterio and Theory both should not have this fucking title. Let's be honest. This whole thing is stupid. James Shrimp Fajitas. Me too. JR9, I'm thinking about it, bro. Stegmeister agrees, and I agree with both of you. It's a boring concept. I'll tell you that much, man. The match concept. Theory versus Mysterio. Mysterio's coming down now, guys. Where was that, by the way? Let me get back over to... There we go. Again, guys, I have to keep mentioning this. It's part of the thumbnail and the title. I know it's a pay-per-view for WWE, but big news. A couple of hours before the pay-per-view went live, CM Punk has been terminated by AEW contract-wise. AEW, Tony Khan has fired CM Punk with cause. They're going to try to get away without paying him the rest of his millions. But Tony Khan has finally located his balls, and CM Punk is no longer with AEW. That is official. ESPN has broken it. Sports Illustrated. Everybody has broken it. Tony Khan has already commented. AEW has sent out a public release statement. So Phil Brooks is no longer in AEW. So for those that said that CM Punk is the savior for AEW, I feel bad for those AEW fans today, bro. Because if that's your savior, well, that didn't go well. It's almost like somebody predicted this many, many, many moons ago, right? I think his name was BC Amplified. I'll never bullshit you guys. You may not want to hear what I'm saying. I totally get it. But I'll always just speak facts with you guys, man. I'll always speak the truth. I saw this happening from a mile away, guys. Oh, yeah, they're going to be crying JR9. They're going to be saying, why is Jack Perry not fired? Because Jack Perry doesn't start fights every other fucking show and overshadow these shows. Jack Perry's well respected by the majority of the locker room. Guys, you can't just get in one incident and the guy who's always the common denominator, the other guy gets the same punishment. It doesn't work that way. Relax. You got to start thinking clearly and not just as a fanboy. So, yeah, JR9, I'm sure they're not going to be happy about it. They're already booing, I heard, right? What was the last super chat? I think it was from Colin. That super chat said, I kind of feel bad for TK. He's getting booed. Apparently, Collision, they're in Chicago. He's getting booed. Well, I'm happy that Tony Khan finally did something as a boss. So, salute to Tony Khan, bro. Finally did a boss move, right? Bosses have to make boss moves and decisions. Yeah, Sontibia. Yeah, Phil Brooks was never a locker room leader. There's about 6 people that really enjoy Phil. There's another 6 that are acquaintances. And the rest of the locker, they'll tell you this, man. So many wrestlers have already said this in WWE and AEW. This guy is just not a locker room guy. He doesn't care about being friends with them. And he doesn't have a lot of them there. So you can't be a locker room leader of just 6 or 12 guys. So it was never going to work, man. He just doesn't want to socialize with them. It's just he's miserable in pro wrestling, so maybe it's time for him to just step away. But one day he's going to be back in WWE. I don't know if it's just going to be for a Hall of Fame or an appearance or a feud, but they'll pay him a bunch of money and he'll show up. You're not missing anything, guys. It's Austin Theory and Rey Mysterio. We've seen this match 67 times on SmackDown. But we'll wait for a few minutes for the match to maybe hit a stride. I don't know. Jared Knight, I agree, man. Gable versus Gunther would have been much better than just throwing them out there on Monday Night Raw. Deontay, is this a cinnamon toast? Why are you guys saying it's cinnamon toast crunch? Is this a sponsored match? Oh, guys, I literally I thought like the New Day was out there or something with all the swirlies and the rainbows. It's a cinnamon toast crunch. They did not just put Austin Theory in a cinnamon toast crunch championship match. Oh, they did not. Somehow I see WWE putting the Funhouse with Bray Wyatt with this cinnamon toast crunch vibe. It's a cinnamon toast crunch match. You have got to be shitting BC amplified. I kept seeing in my channel member chat cinnamon toast crunch. You guys were making me fucking hungry. All I got is a bunch of coffee over here. It's a cinnamon toast crunch match. I'm not even joking. What is happening? The crowd is fucking absolutely passed out right now. If you guys get refreshers from Starbucks, make sure they put a shot in there, man. They can make this caffeinated. Life hack. All right, BC's going to catch some heat for this. Hot take. I'm going to be honest with you guys like I always am. You ready for this? We all respect Rey Mysterio, right? We all respect Rey. And when he's involved in something good, I love it. Like, remember the Dominic Mysterio shit? I loved it. Dominic was showing up to his grandparents' house. They were having fights in the house, in the parking lot. Dominic was going to jail. I loved Mysterio and all that. Guys, I cannot give two flying fucks about Rey Mysterio in the U.S. Championship. I don't give a fuck about Rey Mysterio in the LWO. The company doesn't care about the LWO. Did you guys see the SmackDown review I put up a few hours ago? If you guys don't know, I put up a SmackDown review, and I was fully amplified. I would like to say all apologies for that review earlier in the podcast, but I'm not going to apologize. I was amplified, and I had the time of my life cutting that podcast. I know you guys enjoyed it. But they made all of the LWO lose last night, aside from maybe Zelina Vega. The LWO were a bunch of fucking clowns. Rey Mysterio with a title is absolutely stupid, and I can't say that anything Rey Mysterio is doing is captivating BC. So that might be a hot take. That may catch BC some heat. Luckily, I can take the fire. I can stay in the kitchen when it gets hot. I see some truth bombs in the chat, though, so maybe I'm not alone on this. Maybe you guys feel the same way, man. Rey Mysterio, U.S. title, it just isn't doing anything for you, too, maybe. JR9, yeah, bro. DC Lanyard, yeah, man. It just ain't landing, man. This whole thing was just odd from the beginning. It's like they just didn't want to put that title on LA Knight, and it got weird. Looked like nice DDT, man. Slide ball DDT there, man. Sliding run underneath the bottom rope onto the outside DDT on the Austin Theory. But once they didn't want to give to LA Knight, it got weird. It looked like it was going to Santos. Rey gets injured for real. Then Rey ends up beating Escobar anyway the next week. And then Rey has the title, and now it looks like Theory might get it back. I don't even know, man. WWE, AEW, Marvel fan. I'm seeing a lot more truth bombs. So it looks like I got the gauge of my unit pretty fucking good, man. Looks like a lot of people this ain't doing it for. Yeah, Brad Boyer, we know the deal, Brad. No question. There you go. The crowd is starting to... They're trying, man. You see some people trying to, like, golf clap. Trying to do a little golf clap. Springboard into a Hurricanrana. 619 setup. Tilt the world. Austin Theory kicks out or ducks out of the way. Elbow. Moonsault. Nope. Dive bomb caught on the Theory. A-Town down. Nope. Little spinner. Tilt the world power bomb. Austin Theory is not able to catch the W on that. Dave Mealy. 5-spot coffee up in the chat. Wrestle votes. Just announced that Theory's new theme will be "We're cinnamon and sugar shakers. We're cinnamon toast crunch bakers." LOL. Well, if the votes said it, it's gotta be true, Dave. I'll be looking forward to that new theme. It'll get me fucking hungry, brah. I can't wait till the next pay-per-view, Dave. A Fruity Pebbles steel cage match where the steel cage is it's just a bunch of it's all Fruity Pebbles. It's coated in Fruity Pebbles. Or we could have a Cocoa Puffs Pit of Doom match. Loser gets doused in a pit of Cocoa Puffs. Milk! Double milk chocolate Cocoa Puffs, bitch! Cinnamon toast. You know, we laugh. Oh, BC, man, it's a little ridiculous now, man. No! This is literally sponsored by Cinnamon Toast Crunch to the point where there's giant Cinnamon Toast Crunches with sunglasses. I'm looking at them right now. On the big screen. Just giant fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch glass people. What the fuck? There is sponsorship, and then there's this. This is a clown show. No wonder the fans... Man, wrestling was cool back in the Attitude Era. Now you have giant Cinnamon Toast Crunch sponsorship. The fuck? The kid's supposed to put this on their social doohickey machines and take a picture. Where are you going to put it? Going to tell all your friends you're at WWE with the giant Cinnamon Toast Crunch background? .619 connected. Austin Theory is down and out. Springboard splash. Austin Theory gets his knees up. Totally no-sells the 619, so I don't understand that. Gets him up for A-Town down. Fruity roll-up. Fruity roll-up. Nobody kicks out of a fruit roll-up. Rey Mysterio wins with the awe-inspiring, ultra-devastating roll-up. Hey, it's the Jobberville. All of the villagers in Jobberville just came down. Oh my God, they're hoisting Rey Mysterio on Escobar's shoulders like he's Rudy. You ever see Rudy? The little Notre Dame football player that barely made the team and he got to play a play? And they put him up on their shoulders, and no other player in Notre Dame history has ever been taken off the field, carried off the field. They're acting like this is the fucking Super Bowl WrestleMania of matches. A fruit roll-up. I'll always enjoy seeing Zelina. I fucked up in that podcast earlier. I'm going to take the L, guys. I'm going to take the L. I called Zelina 5'11" of heaven. And then I said, is she even 5'11"? Maybe she's 5'9" of totally fine. And you guys are like, 5'9"? 4'9", BC? So I don't know. I was a whole foot off. My bad. Zelina is like 4'9" of quite divine. I don't know where I'm going to put that in the... I don't know where I'm putting match 3 yet, guys. Give me a second. I want to hear Becky Lynch's comments. She's backstage. Tiffany Stratton! I love Tiffany Stratton. JR9, I knew they were going to do this the second Tiffany accidentally said Becky was a title holder in NXT. And then they had her go out and correct herself because it was live a half an hour later. I knew WWE was going to mix them up. Becky said, I appreciate you jumping out of your Mattel box to come to Payback. Calling her Barbie. Toodles. I love Tiffany Stratton. She's good, guys. So Becky's going to show up to NXT, Jer9. You know this is going down, brah. Damn, man. Tiffany Stratton, Becky Lynch, guys. You guys ever see Tiffany Stratton wrestle? I know you're thinking, oh no, another blonde bombshell, man. That's all we need. She's actually very, very good, man. We're in commercial. Right? I don't know where I'm putting match number 3 yet, guys. Give me a second. I'm going to think. First of all, I just want to give a shout out over to WWE AEW Marvel fan, 2-Spot Coffee. I'm getting the Patriots Championship title. Go, Pats, go. WWE AEW Marvel fan. All right, brother, you get that Patriots title, but you remember one thing, just like I said about the Steelers. My Packers beat the Steelers WrestleMania, Super Bowl 45. Well, guess what we did to the Patriots? Super Bowl 31. We whooped their ass too, WWE AEW Marvel fan. We whooped their ass as well in the Super Bowl with Brett Favre. So you get that title, man. $600, but it'll be well worth it. Those belts are badass. I am going to get a Packers one too, bro. Appreciate it, man. Too funny, man. All right, guys, let's. We gotta conduct business, man. Match number 3, guys. Man, I don't know what good was. I don't like the booking of this. I don't like the title being on either Theory or Mysterio. I don't like anything about the setup of the match. Austin Theory should not be in a title match. He should have never had the title. Austin Theory still gets piped in boos. Nobody cares about Austin Theory. This crowd didn't care about this match. I'm leaning more toward bad, and maybe I'm generous not putting it... Wait, it ended in a fruit roll-up. So all of this was just to end in a roll-up? Does it deserve an ugly, though? Oh, man... Guys, man, fuck. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are about to hit the ring. I gotta ask my unit on this. Should Mysterio versus Theory go into the ugly column? So, guys, I'm going to put this into the chat in about 20 seconds. The question is simple. Should Mysterio versus Theory go into the ugly column? If you say yes, I am going to put it in the ugly, and of course, that counts as 2 bads, and unfortunately, match 3 just tied up with the first 2 matches did for this pay-per-view, and that's sad. If you say no, I will only put it into the bad column, but there's no way match number 3 is going into the good. So I'm going to start that poll. It'll be up in your chat in the next 20 seconds. If you don't mind, I need you guys to vote within the next 60 seconds. Thank you. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens have just made their way out. This is going to be a Pittsburgh street fight, I believe. Something like that for the tag titles against Damien Priest and Finn Balor of Judgment Day. This is a rematch of a rematch of a rematch of a rematch. Now I need at least 100 votes before I even think about making a decision. And so far, oh, whoa, we're already over 100 votes. Kind of close. 64% currently say yes, it needs to go into the ugly column. 35 is saying no, just bad, BC. I can see the case for going into the ugly. The build for this has been stupid. All of the LWO lost last night. Nobody cares about Rey Mysterio with the title. Nobody cares about Austin Theory. And the match just ends in a fruit roll-up and that's it? That's the best you had planned for a pay-per-view? A premium live event? I didn't even want to see that. I wouldn't even want to see that on SmackDown or at a house show. So I'm going to end the poll and I'm going to agree with the 64% right now. I'm ending it right now. The more I get heated about it, the more I think about it, the more amplified I get. I know where this match needs to go. This match needs to go into the ugly column. Match number 3. Match number 3 goes into the ugly column. Now, again, guys, I don't like to do that. I really don't. That's why I kind of knew that's where this was going to go, but I wanted to ask my entire unit first, my gold team, my channel members. I wanted to voice out, make sure that my committee, my gold card members are basically my board of directors. We all had to make that decision because I don't like to do this, because what that just did is it erased the first 2 matches. Every tally in the ugly column gets crossed off into 2 bads at the end of this review. So technically, it's 2-2 right now. And that's sad because the first 2 matches set a good pace and a good tone for this event. Sucks. Sucks to do that. Sir Charles, I appreciate that, man. Sir Charles just says fair. That's what I try to be in these reviews. Dissect it better than anybody because we're more fair than anybody else. Damien Priest and Finn Balor making their way to the ring. Titles on the line. Pittsburgh, street fight, something like that. This is match number 4 right now, guys, that we are about to hit up. Tag team titles on the line. And now this is going to be Tornado AF because it is like a street fight. Steel City street fight, I think they're calling it. Dwayne, BC, don't forget me. What, I leave you at school? What happened? What do you mean, don't forget you? What do you mean, like a shout out? We still got the rest of the event, man. I'll catch you, Dwayne. What up, dude? Dwayne just celebrated a birthday last week, I believe. Sontivia Major up in here. Eric Newton, Psycho on crack. Carlos Ray, Alicia. Yeah, we rocking out gold status. I'm trying to run a pay-per-view here podcast. Dwayne's like, don't forget me, man. My name. Stop watching the pay-per-view. I'm over here. Give me a shout out. Oh, Finn Balor, man, taking Pittsburgh Steeler terrible towels and stomping on them. Catching that heel heat. Silver Black 31, member for 7 months. Enjoy getting that Packers belt. I would throw $600 down for a Raiders belt, but I'll use it to upgrade my WWE belt to the Bray Wyatt Eater of Worlds version. There you go, brother. Now that's a massive salute, Silver Black 31. For sure. Appreciate the 7-month membership, bro. Eric Newton, some variation. We've seen this fucking same match 87 times, it feels like. Yeah, man, they just mix people up. Put in Cody Rhodes, insert Sethington. They just do the fucking, just repeat the process. 6-man tags, nonsensical. Hold on, I had to change something up in the info as well. There we go. Thank you, guys. I had to switch something up on the info. Finn Balor's dressed up as a trash can right now, getting kendo sticked by KO and Sami Zayn. If you didn't know, you would have thought that was Ninja Tozawa. Remember how him and R-Truth would always jump out of a trash can? There's this guy, this older guy in the front row. What country is that? He's got a flag and he's got a shirt that has the same flag. Guys, tell me what country that is, please. And he is pumped up tonight. Every time something happens, he shows his flag. See him? He's right there with that red and black, guys. I'm horrible with the flags. I have to give 10 different looks just to see my American flag. Is that America? America! My own Italian flag, my Irish flag. But anyway, that guy is pumped up in the crowd, man. He is pumped. You'll see him. You'll see him in the front. I think he's next to green shirt guy. Of course, now they're all going to sit down. Any other time, they're fucking having a parade. Oh, hold on. Brad and JR9. Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad into... I would have never gotten that. Wow, okay. You guys are good, bro. Appreciate that. Well, this guy is pumped up in the front row. He's got his flags. He's really happy of his homeland. He wants everybody to know when something good happens. Trinidad! Tobago! Tobago! Cinnamon Toast Crunch! Tobago! Too funny. Finn Balor's about to hit Damien Priest. Oh, I thought Kevin Owens was going to move and that trash can was going to hit Damien Priest. Steel City Street Fight. Guys, I don't want to just see kendo sticks and trash cans. No, come on. I want to see what AEW does, like Stadium Stampede type shit. Go into the crowd. Look what Becky and Zoe did last Monday night. That was phenomenal. They went into the crowd and they stayed there for 7 minutes. Had table explosion. One table after another was exploding. Go into the fucking crowd. Go into the concession. Go into the street. I'm not fucking joking around, man. This isn't this crazy booking that you just can't do, BC. BC, you can't do that, man. Yes, you can. WWE, AEW Marvel fan, Truman, Carlos Ray, JR9 Gaming, Eric Newton, James Shrimp Fajitas, Renee G, everybody in this chat, you know damn well they should be in the street right now. You know why? It's called a Steel City Street Fight. Instead, we're just going to toss around kendo sticks, steel chairs, and trash cans. And if you're lucky, you'll get a table. Because if you ever want to see wrestling fans pop louder than anything, just take out a fucking table. Anyway, I know it sounds like I'm heated, but I'm just trying to offer constructive criticism. Go to the fucking street. You called it a street match. All I'm seeing is the same thing that Becky and Zoe did, man. Zoe took a suplex from the top rope on all those steel chairs. That pile. Come on, bro. Eric Newton, exactly, bro. Gruss, set the table on fire if that's all you're going to do. I'm down with it. Carlos Ray, right, bro? We've seen it before, Carlos. Carlos knows. We've seen street fights. Go into the fucking street. It doesn't take a lot to have a PA. It's called a production assistant. You block off a certain section. And if you don't have the town permits, because you need the town to permit it, if you didn't think ahead of time, you just close off a section that's already utilized for you, like outside the arena. Just takes time and care, man. Sontivia says at least go up the fucking ramp. There you go. Here, yes. Okay. They're not going to go into the street, unfortunately, but at least they're in the crowd right now. Hang out there. Let's do some fun shit. Take out the guy with 2 beers right there. Hopefully he's a plant and he gets powerbombed. Oh, he put one of his beers down. There you go. Take his beer and smash somebody in the fucking dome piece with it. Look at the guy who refuses to get up. He's sitting down recording everything. Stand up, motherfucker. Everybody else is. You're not too cool. He's probably a nice guy. I'm just kidding around. He's like, my name is Bill and I don't stand up. Who the fuck is this? What the fuck? Sami and Kevin Owens are dressed up like hockey players with hockey sticks. Pittsburgh Penguin players. They're beating the shit out of the Judgment Day with hockey sticks. They found time to go into the crowd and get jerseys? Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Pittsburgh Penguins? What is happening? The show went off the rails. You know what's funny, guys? They actually look like real hockey players, man, because of their big fucking beards. Owens especially. No. Zayn too. They both look like hockey players. Oh, they actually had gloves on too. I didn't even notice until they dropped the gloves and then started beating the shit out of Dominic Mysterio. That was some good Bray Wyatt, Matt Hardy illusion shit, though. I didn't... they somehow wound up on the other side of the crowd, or the barricade, in the crowd, and they were like hockey players. In like a penalty box. Silver black, exactly. Playoff beards, bro. Eduardo, it's a hockey game. In WWE, you'll never know. Eduardo, you'll go from Cinnamon Toast Crunch to a fucking full-fledged hockey fight in WWE. They don't have a sense of, like, a pattern. They go from one extreme to the next. Somehow, after all of that, they wound up back into the ring, guys. Blue Thunderbomb on the steel chairs. Referee's got the gloves on. I think it's just Kevin Owens that's busted open on his face. It looks like it's around his head. I just saw the doc with the towel. They're trying to wipe the blood off. They don't like to show that on camera. So they just wiped Kevin Owens' face. Looked like maybe the side of the head even. But Owens was just bleeding pretty bad. They wiped it. Referee does have the gloves on. Priest ran out, got one of the hockey sticks. He's like, that looks like fun. I'm going to play. Priest is taking out Zayn and Owens with the hockey stick, and now he's about to suplex Zayn on steel chairs set up. Boom, man, and they didn't break. One of them did. That was a hard landing by Zayn. Owens just broke up the count by taking a steel chair and just chucking it at the back of Damien Priest, bro. Dave, I love that line. I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out. Instead of the reverse. I went to the hockey game and a fight broke out. I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out. Leave it to Dave to always pop BC, man. Too funny. So I'm liking the physicality at least, man. That's why I didn't mind the stipulation. Owens is taking a beating, bro. I love Balor. Balor just told Corey Graves to go away. Graves is literally in the audience, and now Graves is like, fuck this, I'm going back. And Graves ran the other way back over the barricade. Listen, there's times I like Corey Graves, and I don't mean this with any shade, but Corey Graves is a little bitch sometimes. There you go. Back into the crowd. Yes. It is a Steel City street fight. You should be in the corridors of the arena. You should be in the street. Love it. Keep going, man. You're almost in the corridors. Go through that little black curtain. They're so close. Come on. Oh, they're at the kickoff show table, man, with those sliding chairs. Use the set, man. Use that set. That glass isn't going to break. That's real glass! Jack Perry. Don't say it's real glass. Phillip Brooks will get pissed. That glass ain't going to break. That's real. Oh, Zayn on top of the real glass. Dive bombs on the both Damien and Balor. Shades of old school Zayn, man. NXT status and even before he signed. Some El Generico. Fun brawl, man. Fun brawl. I really wish they went to the corridors. Oh, you're so close. You're so close. Go through that little black curtain, man. Come on. Go to the hot dog stand, man. No, they're going to set up the table. Oh, that means somebody could be jumping from way up high, though. Dominic Mysterio is on the table. Up at the entrance exit way of one of the corridors. Lower bowel. Not the upper sections, but Kevin Owens is going up to section 100s, bro. He going to do some old school Kevin Steen shit. Whoa, he almost fell. Somebody better hold this motherfucker. He almost fell, dude. Steen is way up in the section 100. Oh! Swanton down to Dominic. Almost missed him. Whoa, man. That is not a small dude. This motherfucker flew like a 747. Oh, damn, dude. He's got a family. By God, he's broken in half. Look at that upside down. Kevin Dunn just showed that in slow motion, bro. Kevin Dunn's like, dude, let's slow up that speed. Look at that slow motion shot, man. They got camera EDC. Every camera angle picked that up in slow mo. Zayn is up in the ring now. Who was that? Damien's with him. Who the fuck's in the ring with him? Finn Balor. Oh, a haluva kick attempt, but Damien threw a fucking trash can at the dome piece of Zayn. I want to see a replay of that. The trash can hit him so hard it almost was like a hole in one, like it wrapped around his dome piece. It was like horseshoes, guys. That actually popped him in the dome piece, dude. Zayn and Owens taking a whooping. Owens gave himself that whooping with the swanton. Wow, this match is so far match of the night in terms of crowd reaction. The crowd has been most hyped for this match live in Pittsburgh. I've been gauging them throughout the entire night thus far, as I always do. Somebody check to see if Owens is still fucking kicking, wherever he is, because right now it's Damien, Balor, and Zayn in the ring. Oh, Zayn just takes out Balor through a table on the outside. Now it's just Damien and Zayn inside the ring. Haluva kick is about to be set up. Haluva kick was diverted into a choke slam, but no, Owens gets in the ring and delivers a stunner to Damien. Now a Haluva kick. He got all of it. 1, 2. JD McDonuts. Donuts. By God, it's not donuts. Donuts. I swear to you, it's donuts. JD McDonuts just hit the ring and took out Zayn right before the... Oh, my goodness. JD McDonuts just got the sprinkles taken off of him with an inadvertent clothesline. Oh! Owens just did a pop-up powerbomb to McDonuts. He was supposed to go through the commentary table, but it was misplaced, and he got the mid part of his back on the edge of the commentary table. I hope McDonuts is good. Referee just went to his black box. I think he told Paul Levesque McMahon that he's safe, that he's good. Rhea Ripley with a fucking spear through the barricade on Kevin Owens. Rhea Ripley. Ripley just took out Owens with a spear, a Goldberg spear through the barricade. All of the Judgment Day is now involved. All hands on deck. McDonuts literally got every sprinkle taken off of this motherfucker with that pop-up powerbomb and the clothesline beforehand. By God, that was nuts. The fucking toboggan guy is having a time of his life. The Trinidad toboggan guy, Tabagi. He's fucking flipping out. Him and green shirt guy. Man, everybody on their feet. Sling Blade! Missile drop kick. He's set up perfectly for the coup de grace. Coup de grace. No, he moves. Zayn setting up for the Haluva. Nope. Exploder into the turnbuckle. Second one. I think Damien may have taken the first one. Exploder to Balor. Now he's going to attempt the Haluva. He got the Haluva. On Balor. Setting up for the 1, 2. Oh, Money in the Bank to the dome piece. The Money in the Bank briefcase. Flip over. 1, 2, 3. New champs. We have new champions. Whoa. Dominic with the assist of a lifetime. Dominic Mysterio is the MVP, last second coming in with Damien's briefcase. And new tag team title holders, the Judgment Day's Damian Priest and Finn Balor are now your new champions. Dirty Dom is the MV motherfucking P. Dom's collecting the titles. Damien better get in there and get your belts, bro. This is yours. So all this tension with Balor and Damien, well, now you better share those titles, bitch. And you know what? I see 4 of them. There's 4 titles. Each one of you can walk around with a title. How's that? The Freebird rule with 4 people. You guys ever hear the Freebird rule? You can use any 2 out of a 3-person combo. Well, you can do that with 4 and put in Rhea, a woman. Each one of you get a title. Wow, bro. I didn't think the tag titles... Vegas did not have any titles changing hands, and I agreed with Vegas. I didn't see a reason. I mean, there's nothing more you can do with Zayn and Owens. Every Monday night, they're in the same matches with the same people. Them. So I understand that you can't do anything more, but this is shocking that they took the titles tonight. I'm down with the call. This was a fun match. This was exciting. A shocking finish. JD McDonuts, watch this, man. Oh, fuck. Damn. You know, maybe he wasn't supposed to go through the commentary table because he does that pop-up powerbomb on the ring apron. So maybe that was designed to be on the edge of the commentary table because they know that's vicious and that could end your career. So I don't like that call. They should not be doing that move, but these are consummate professionals. If they want to do it, do it. Now look at all the titles, bro. There's an NXT North American title. There's a fucking women's championship. There's tag titles. There's a briefcase. They almost got fucking blown up by their own pyro. Rhea took a step back. Pyro blew up. Rhea Ripley's like, oh shit. Judgment Day's on top of the fucking world, man. Owens and Zayn pissed. They're dejected. Wow, look at their expressions are beautiful, man. I love it. Zayn and Owens, best friends, man. And they know they just got screwed. This was a whole coup. This was a 4-on-2 from the jump. There was no way to win. Guys, every single time they were set up for a W, somebody was perfectly there, dude. And I know you say, BC, it's pro wrestling. We've seen this a million times, man. It's a well-planned out finish. But this was like ultra well-planned out. I mean, they should have had the win 17 times, and somebody in Judgment Day was right the fuck there, right the... Where was McDonuts? McDonuts deserves a massive assist, because Zayn had that W 7 minutes ago. Legit had that W 7 minutes ago, man. New tag team title holders. Damn, that was good. Woo! I don't smoke, but I think I need a cigarette after that one, dude. That was a good fucking match, dude. Physical, well planned out, overbooked on the finish, and I love overbooked matches. You guys know that. When done correctly and not overused, I love overbooked. Good. Are we ballsy to say great? Yeah, I'm on the fence. Was that a great match? Or do we just put it in the good column? Or do I give it 2 goods because it's great? What do you guys think, man? Unit Gold Team. I need you guys to speak the fuck in that chat. Give it a good. Say it was great. Not great, but good. No, good. It was a well done match. It was great. Good match. Not quite great. We'll call it good. Good. Great match. Yes, it's great. I would give it a great. Good, 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 great. Great, good. Ooh, that's close. Do you guys think I should do a poll? This is kind of close, man. I don't know. I thought it would be a little bit easier, but it looks like it's kind of... what do you guys think? Just a quick poll? All right, we're going to do a poll, guys. It'll be quick. Don't worry. We're in commercials or whatever. You guys are not missing anything. The match just got over. Let me just do a poll real quick, guys. Should match 4, the street fight, go in or get a great tally? So that's the question. It's going to be in your chat in the next 20 seconds. Should match 4, the street fight, get a great tally? If you guys say yes, I'm going to put 2 into the good. If you guys say no, it's just going to get 1 tally into the good column. Match 4, street fight. I'm going to put that into the chat in the next 20 seconds. If you guys don't mind, I need at least 100 of you guys to answer that question in the poll. We already have 100 votes, guys. I just put that up 7 seconds ago. 8 seconds ago. And we have well over 100, man. 81% say yes, it should go into the great column, which means 2 goods. I'll leave it up for a second. I don't know how 80 and 20 is going to fucking... I mean, that seems like a landslide. Should match 4 get a great tally, which is 2 goods. 82%, man. Wow, when I asked you guys just chat-wise, it looked like it was more 50-50, so I thought I had to go to a poll. This is a landslide. I'm going to end the poll right there, 83-17. Match number 4, my unit says it's great. I'm not going to argue. That was a lot of fun. We've done a lot of these pay-per-view live stream, watch-along, live reaction, live reviews. When matches are like that, it's so much fun, especially when you get to shoot the shit with hundreds of your fellow pro wrestling fans and amplified unit members, especially Gold Card. That was fun the whole time. So, you know what? I agree, man. That's going to get 2 tallies. Match number 4. Gets 2 goods. It is a great. Now, just so you know, guys, I don't get carried away with, I don't call everything great. So that's the low end of a great, right? That's literally like the bottom tier of great, right? Because we've seen some really epic shit, man. So that's like that's like the bare minimum requirement, but it did meet that requirement. So pretty fucking cool. So if you guys are new to the channel, again, uglies count as 2 bads at the end of the review. We're going to cross the ugly off, and it's going to go into 2 bads. 2 bads for every ugly. So currently, technically, it's 4-2. The good is outweighing the bad, 4-2, technically. We'll see what match 5 delivers. Let me go back and see what match 5 is. Hold on. Oh, hold on. We're not going to do match 5 yet. We're going to go to the Grayson Waller effect, Cody Rhodes as your special guest. So while we're doing that, let me just go over some supers real quick, if you guys don't mind. Here comes Grayson Waller, man. I'll be keeping an eye on this too, guys, but I know some supers came in, so I want to make sure I'm getting to everybody. Everybody that sent a super and a coffee gets a shout out. If I can get it up on the big screen. There you go. Okay. I lost the big screen for a second. Hold on. I'm listening to Grayson Waller, but I want to give a shout out to Michael Anthony with a 3-spot coffee. Hey, BC, here's a coffee. Hope you're doing well. We're kicking ass, Michael Anthony. Hopefully you're kicking ass amplified style, dude. Thanks for the coffee. I appreciate it, dude. Courtney Ward, 2-spot. Damien has to cash in tonight now. Courtney, I didn't think that was going to happen, but I think we're all happy with that tag match. The briefcase was used tonight, Courtney, but not in a cash-in. Courtney, I appreciate you. Hold on, guys. I'll go back to the super chats in just a few minutes, but Cody Rhodes is being introduced, and I'm a sucker for a good oh! So let me hear this entrance, if you don't mind. I don't know if this is going to get a tally, guys. If this is good, we'll put in a tally. If this is bad, we'll give it a bad tally. If this is an ugly segment, I won't hesitate to put this into the ugly column. I won't. It's part of the show. It needs to be reviewed. I don't know if it's going to get a tally. We'll see. If it's worthy of a tally, in a positive way or negative, it'll get one. Here we go. Oh! Cody Rhodes. Oh, it's a black. I was going to say he does not have a tie on tonight. No, he does. It's just a black tie and a black button-up. BC does that look every once in a while when I go to a fancy schmancy NYC restaurant. I'll do the black on black. Put on the fancy schmancy gray over it. All right, I see you, Cody. I got what you're doing. All right, while he's doing his entrance, let me go back over because there were some supers I want to go over. Otis Linkman with a 5-spot coffee. Otis Linkman said, Triple H said, great things come to those who wait. When it comes to LA Knight, my question is, what is there for LA Knight to wait for? Well, that's a good question. Every time we think he's going to get something big, they fucking give it to someone else. Money in the Bank contract, briefcase, give it to someone else. U.S. title, give it to somebody else. A spot on the Survivor Series team, give it to somebody else. Otis Linkman, I appreciate it, man. So true. Michael Anthony, 8 spot, couple of coffees. BC, would you use the NXT UK tag titles as the new tag titles? Those tag titles are still the best looking. Better than what we have for now, sure. Main roster wise, Michael Anthony. I can't stand the tag titles in WWE. They look like crushed dimes and crushed pennies. Have you guys really looked at the tag team titles? They look like crushed U.S. coin currency. Answer is yes, Michael Anthony. JR9 Gaming, 2 spot. As said in this week's report, no mercy, Becky Tiff. You did say that, JR9. Absolutely, brother. It's still wild to see them actually going that route, stemming off of just a botch by Tiffany that turned into this. It's wild, JR9 Gaming, to even think of that, bro. JR9 Gaming, dude. Patriot Ninja. 5 spot. Fun match. Don't mind the title change, but today we learned that Kevin and Sami have no friends, apparently. 5 versus 2. Patriot Ninja, that's such a... How true is that, dude? Patriot Ninja says, what we learned today is that Kevin and Sami have no friends. 5 versus 2, and nobody comes out to help. So true, bro. The entire match, they were just getting 5-on-2'd. And everybody's in the back like fucking like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn or CM Punk. Does anybody like them? Anyway, that's funny. That popped BC, man. Appreciate the coffee, but the laugh even more. All right, I got to listen to this now for you guys so I can critique this properly. Cody Rhodes sitting on the Grayson Waller effect. He tells Cody, I appreciate you begging to be on my show tonight. Too funny. Tonight? I love it. He says, I planned something huge for you. Okay. The authors of pain. Cody Rhodes is too funny. I'm choked up by Starbucks, man. Cody Rhodes is like, cute speech. Now shut up. Flair for the Gold reference. I don't know if you guys remember that talk show. It was in WCW. It was best. One of the best sets ever. Ric Flair had his own personal maid. Fifi, I think her name was. Fifi the maid. The 4 Horsemen would run it. It was called Flair for the Gold. I'm not going to fight in front of these beautiful trees, says Grayson Waller. Great line, bro. That's funny. Oh, he did actually ask to be on the show. He admits that. Okay. I thought Grayson was just fucking around. Cody says, I want to give you something, Grayson. Carmelo shout out by Cody and Grayson. Do you watch SmackDown? He says, I'm the biggest star on the show, so I watch my stuff. Is he going to SmackDown? There is no brand split. I think he's going to SmackDown for a feud. Is he going to SmackDown? Wait, Jey Uso is on Raw? Wait, are they going to do a trade? What is happening? Jey Uso has returned. Jey Uso. So it looks like they're just going to keep him away from the bloodline. I think that's a smart move. I don't know where the bloodline story even goes. That might be done, guys. The bloodline, I don't know where else you could go. What happened to Deuces Ooses? No, Cody's not moving to SmackDown. Cody's just leaving the ring now. Wait, why would Cody introduce Jey Uso? I think he said he just wanted to right a wrong and he pulled some stroke. But why would Grayson Waller give a shit? I mean, if he's on Raw now anyway, then Grayson doesn't have to worry about him because he's on SmackDown. JR9, am I missing something or did I not hear something? I mean, it's pretty cool. I don't mind this move. I think Corey Graves said it best just now. I hope we know what we're doing. Yeah, I just hope they know what they're doing. No, I don't think Cody was traded, though, Truman. No, I don't think it was a trade. Cody never said he was going to SmackDown. He said, I'm going to use whatever stroke I have because I want to right a wrong. And he says, Jey Uso is now part of Raw. That's all he said. He never said he was going to SmackDown. And wouldn't they have made a bigger... I mean, Cody's still out there, but he's at the top of the ramp. Yeah, I'm definitely confused by this. They could have went about this a different way. Now he's going to beat up Grayson, but Grayson's on SmackDown, and now he's on Raw, so none of this makes sense. All right, I know. BC, just be entertained, man, all right? All right, let's see where this goes. I have a feeling it's just going to end in a super kick. Super kick, just like I called. That might be the end of the segment. I don't think anything else would need to be done. I'm confused by this. Yeah, that's the segment. Super kick, and Cody Rhodes is like a proud father up at the top of the ramp. I don't get this. Why is Cody so invested in this? I'll try to find out more for you guys. I'm confused. I don't think Cody got traded. I think he just said, "Hey, Jay, welcome to Raw." Well, whatever. It's good to see Jey Uso. I'm just confused. I don't know. We could have done this a little bit better, cleaned it up a little bit, made it make a little bit more sense. Okay. So now Jimmy will be on SmackDown, Jay on Raw. I get it. Okay. Now, do they have a plan for Jay? That's the thing. They don't even have a plan for Cody. Cody's going to be with the fucking Judgment Day past the holidays, guys. This Trinidad Tobago guy is fucking bouncing. I love it. The guy's like fucking 60-something. He's got his flag. He's having the time of his life. All right, we're gonna get Rhea. We're gonna get back to the wrestling, guys. We're gonna get Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez in just a little bit, or as Wade Barrett called her this past Friday, Raquel Gonzalez. Wade Barrett probably got chewed out afterwards. Good call, Santivia. Good call. You know they're going to try to work their way back to somehow maybe Roman and Cody for Mania 40. This is the way. You got Survivor Series in November, a couple months away. You could see a Raw SmackDown thing where Raw has Cody, who has unfinished business with Roman, and you have Jay, who obviously has the bloodline of the bloodline, and they somehow have a unit against the actual bloodline unit over on SmackDown. So Santivia, yeah, maybe these are seeds planted for Survivor Series and beyond. The trouble I have believing that is giving WWE the benefit of the doubt in that aspect. Ooh, that's a stretch. Questionable segment there, but interesting at least. Jack Brewer, 5-Spot Coffee. I will go watch that match again. Best tag team match I've seen in a while. So Jack Brewer says that's why he's calling that great. He'll go back and he'll watch that tag match again. A fun match, man. That was fun to watch. Cool having all you guys watching it as well with BC, because that tag match was probably one of the best in a while. Sometimes these tornado schmaz matches, they go off the rails and it's just nonsense, man. It's just bad. That was good. And every false finish, every interference, everything set up beautifully. The overbooking of it was top notch. Eduardo, just with the fucking shock emoji. Eduardo, basically, especially for that last segment, dude. Appreciate it, man. Too funny, man. I don't know where they're going with that, guys, but we'll get back to the action. It'll be Raquel Rodriguez going for the championship. Obviously, Raquel doesn't walk away with the title, especially because Judgment Day looks like they're coming out of this with a shit ton of gold. It wouldn't be the time for Rhea to drop it, much less to Raquel. Dave, long-term booking. Yeah, that's what WWE is going to try to sell you on, when in reality, they just don't have any plans even for the next day. So they're like, 3 years from now, they'll revisit it and call it long-term storytelling. Guys, we're so close to 400 on the ups. Appreciate that. I forgot what match we're going into. Is this 5? We had an extra tally because we had the tag team match. My unit decided that was great, so it got 2 tallies. The first 2 matches went into the good column. 2 tallies into the good, first 2. The third match, unfortunately, got an ugly. The third match just went off the rails. Match number 4 got 2 goods because it was considered great by my amplified unit in BC. So that's why you see 4 and 1. Now, the ugly is going to get crossed off into 2 bads eventually. So technically, it's 4-2 as we go into match number 5. Ah, snap, man. We about 10 away from 400 on those ups. And then we can start eyeing 500. This is all for my live crowd. On a half an hour notice is when we put up the little fucking timer that we were going live. Don't forget, over the next 24 hours, thousands are going to be joining in, man. So there's no doubt 500 and beyond is going to get smashed. This is just the live audience we got live on a Saturday night, man. We're about to hit 400. You guys rock. We 5 away now, man. That happened pretty quick. 5 away from 400. What? 400. What? 450. What? 500. What? All right. I've had a lot of coffee, guys. What can I say? Rhea Ripley on her way down with that nice, shiny new championship. Raquel's already in the... I didn't even see Raquel's entrance. I was too busy talking to my unit. She didn't get a jobber entrance. She got a real entrance, right, unit? And I just missed it. I'm hoping they didn't just give her a fucking jobber entrance or a championship match. I'm hoping I just missed the entrance of Raquel Rodriguez. Oh, 400, guys. 400 on the ups. We did it. We just began the road to 500 live on the ups. Appreciate it. Yeah, Eric, I think I just missed it. I don't think they would give a championship match contender a fucking a jobber entrance. That would be pretty bad. Oh, we gonna get who is this? Is this Samantha? Is this Ricochet Samantha? She gets into her calls. I love it. The women's. She's really good, man. Who's the one that does Chelsea good? Chelsea Green. Ooh, she rolled her R. I love it. Raquel. She rolled her R. I love it. All right, let's do this. Yeah, that is Samantha, right? Look at her fist like she's going to fight. I love it. Samantha. And her opponent. Look at Samantha. Look at her get into it like she's singing the national anthem, bro. Look at her face. Samantha's ready to get into the fucking brawl. Samantha's going to be going for the championship, bro. Samantha's going to be taking out Logan Paul. You take out my man? I'm coming for you, Logan. Samantha in there looking like she's singing the national anthem. I love it, man. And where the fuck is referee Jessica Carr? JR9, I haven't seen her tonight. Am I right? I like this referee too, man. What's this referee's name? I'm drawing a blank, guys. My bad. I'm still waiting for referee Jessica Carr. Maybe she's doing the main event. I don't think... Did we see her earlier? Maybe we did see her. I don't know. Yeah, great. Yeah, JR9, great tribute for Bray, dude. Samantha's just fucking awesome. Yeah, James Shrimp Fajitas, for once, we get a non-smiling Raquel. About time. She looks like she's actually having a wrestling match and going for a title. What a concept. Same thing I say about Matthew Riddle. Same thing I say about Miz. Same thing I say about Raquel. Less smiling, more amplification, more seriousness. These are actually talents, man. There's actually a lot of chutzpah in them. A lot of potential. Nobody wants to see you go out there and smile all the time. Guys, remember Rocky Maivia? No, we didn't want that shit. JR9, I knew you didn't forget my question, man. I appreciate that. Aja, am I saying that right? JR9 took that back, though. JR9's like, hold up, no. Well, JR9 will get back to me on the ref's name, I know. Appreciate it, bro. I like to give the referees respect, but I also hold them accountable. They're a big part of the show. They should not be in the limelight. They should be the third wheel. In AEW, the referees are part of the show all the time. I can't stand it. In AEW, the referees are so over, like, man, it's so extra in AEW. You ever see referee Bryce? Bryce something, Remsburg or something? This guy's bouncing around like he's doing the fucking Macarena. He's fucking flipping out. Guy needs to take some chill pills, man. So stupid. One of my biggest pet peeves for AEW, the fucking referees, they suck. Hey, JR9 Gaming, Aja Smith. Aja Smith, I appreciate that. Dave Mealy, 2-Spot Coffee. Samantha Irvin gives me Lillian Garcia vibes. Dave, I used to love Lillian, bro. It's a shame what they did. Do you remember, Dave, they for storyline purposes, they would call her Horseface and shit? Man, Lillian Garcia took so much shit from that company. Lillian was good. Do you guys know that every event before they went live, Lillian would sing the national anthem? So Lillian was pulling double duty. Speaking of national anthem and Samantha looking like she was, Lillian would actually sing the national anthem. Nice test of power there. Raquel refused to move for Rhea Ripley. That's why I said if you did this correctly and you built it up properly, this would be an actual badass match. It still is. But it was kind of just rushed to SummerSlam. They knew they fucked up. To Paul Levesque's credit, he pulled the match. And they put it here, so they got an extra month. I can't say that the build was any better, though. They didn't do it properly. But power for power, this is obviously a good match. The crowd is not excited for it, as you can see, because they didn't build it up properly. This is what I mean. BC just doesn't talk just to hear himself talk. I talk because I love pro wrestling and I want to see it get better, right? So I say these things, so hopefully the fucking people in this company can realize these are simple problems. They can be fixed. Yeah, Raquel kind of got knocked for a loop, and Rhea may have gotten her fucking ring nose ripped out of her nose, guys. But she hit fucking Raquel with a drop kick that actually knocked her for a loop for a second. Referee keeps checking on her. Yeah, James Shrimp, that was the funny part, bro. That was the funny part, James Shrimp Fajitas. This whole feud was because Rhea kept telling Raquel to stay out of their business. The funny part is, she never was in their business. Every week, she had nothing to do with Judgment Day, and Rhea would just go, stay out of our business. So odd, bro. But I'm a fair critic. I'm going to let them do their thing. Hopefully this goes into the good column, guys. Rhea Ripley's jacked, man. They don't have date night, I bet. Rhea Ripley and her, is it husband or engaged? Her fiance is Buddy Matthews. Buddy Murphy, Buddy Matthews, whatever you want to call the motherfucker. He's over in AEW now, House of Black. But that's her fiance, IRL. And he's jacked, man. He just gets bigger and bigger. She just, look at her delts, bro. Her delts are fucking banging out. I don't think they have a date night. I don't think they go to the movies or a restaurant. They just go to the gym and that's their date. You imagine your girlfriend benching as much as you or fucking 100-pound dumbbells like nothing right next to you? How'd you like to see Malachi? How'd you like to be Malachi Black and Buddy Matthews in AEW? Both of your girlfriends are in WWE. Zelina Vega, of course, with Malachi. Used to be Aleister Black. And they're both in the same team. How funny is that, though, bro? Like in the AEW locker room, Buddy and Malachi are fucking on the phone with their fucking girlfriends who are at the WWE show. It's an arm bar. I'm having conversation. Relax. We're not missing anything. Ooh, those are some vicious fucking knees to the face, though, by Rhea Ripley. Truman's got Z's in the chat. He is not entertained by this match. So far, I don't blame you, bro. Gruss512, Keith Lee, yeah. But I just think it's funny that they're in the same faction, Buddy and Malachi, and they both have Zelina and Rhea in WWE as girlfriends. But you're right. Keith Lee's over there with Mia Yim, Munchkin, whatever she's going by now. Keith Lee and Mia. For a while, Mox had Rhea, who'd Mox have? Renee Young, Renee Paquette. Now she's in AEW. So Mox had his girl over here. Wasn't there somebody else too? I don't know. It was crazy, man. AEW has all their girlfriends over here. So funny. You guys are missing nothing, man. It's a slow pace. They're just kind of using their power. So BC's talking about girlfriends on different brands. This is how BC operates, bro. Now, what I do like though is Rhea just beating the shit out of Raquel. It's a match of two brutes, and one of them is currently overpowering the other brute. I like it. Andrade and Charlie, but I heard they broke up, right? I think they I don't know how you kids do your social media thing, right? They unfollowed, I think it's called. They unfollowed each other. I thought they broke up, right? So I don't know if Andrade and Charlie are still dating. They were engaged and then they got married pretty quick, didn't they? But I heard they broke up. James says they're still married, but they did unfollow each other. It is weird. Yeah, I think they broke up and they just don't want to officially announce it, but I think enough people knew about it and it got leaked. But I do believe that they've officially broken up. Unfortunately, you know, when you get married real quick, it's most likely, unfortunately, going to divorce status. Some people are able to keep it going, but A lot of people rush into marriage, and then a few years later, they're like, fuck, maybe this wasn't the best idea, man. So Andrade and Charlie, I wish them the best, but it looks like they broke up. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about, man. Love connection here. That's what this match is doing to us, unit. It's not horrible. I mean, I like how Rhea's beating the shit out of Raquel. I just can't say it's entertaining. Carlos Ray. It looks that way, bro. It looks like it's just who's going to get divorced faster. Was it AEW and CM Punk or Andrade and Charlie? It looks like it's AEW and CM Punk. Gruss says, I had 4 divorces, so I hear you, BC. Gruss 512, he's been through the hard times. Hot times, my brother, hot times, as Dusty Rhodes would say. 4 divorces, Gruss 512. Hey, man, you live and you learn, right? That's all you can say, man. To each their own. Life's wild. It's a journey of decisions, man. Raquel was able to kick Rhea. She's hung up on the top rope. Get that? What is Rhea doing? She's hung up there like she's a fucking t-shirt on a clothesline. Put your feet down. There's the power from Raquel with a suplex. Old school British Bulldog, the standing suplex. British Bulldog was so strong he'd leave you up there for about 27 minutes. He'd forget you were even up there, right? He'd totally check out, think about what he's having for dinner, what hotels he's at. 27 minutes later, he realizes he still got you up there, and he'd give you the suplex. Spinning a corkscrew elbow by Raquel, but Rhea says, get off me. Carlos, hard times indeed. Hard times! I still hear it in Dusty Rhodes' voice. Jer9, crowd is not interested in it, man. Nope. And again, Jer9, you know the deal, bro. It's because it's lack of build. I'm not saying that they won't get into the finish, but when you don't build something properly, you can't have people invested into it, you know? You can't just throw a match together and expect everybody to go, oh, I can't wait, this is so awesome. Unless you make it awesome. Man, I feel bad for Rhea. She got her nose ring ripped out of her nose, bro. Can't say I've ever had a nose ring, but I can tell you if I did, I'd probably hurt a little bit. Gruss 512, no more marriages for me. But they always say that, though, Gruss 512. And then you meet a real fine-looking woman. Before you know it, Gruss 512 has his 5th marriage. Nah, good for you, brother. There's no reason to rush. Powerbomb oh, what happened there? Raquel tried to do something she couldn't do. Raquel tried to do a reverse powerbomb. What do you call it, JR9? Like a powerbomb, but fling her over and ricochet her off the top rope, but she couldn't lift her properly, and it almost broke Raquel's back. Look, are they really going to replay this? No, they're not going to replay it. Yeah, because that was a botch. I knew they weren't going to. They replayed a clothesline beforehand instead. You can't replay that. That was a botch, bro. Raquel's strong, but you got to remember, Rhea Ripley, man, she's built like a brick house. You can't just put her in a move like that and expect her to fling her like she's a string bean. You're not in there with Darby Allin or fucking Dan Garcia. Rhea Ripley is built like a tank. That's true. Michael Cole, that's good to sell that injury. I totally forgot she had the bad leg, and that was the whole story, right? She got injured and out of SummerSlam, and she got a bad leg because of Rhea. Now they're finally using that in the story of this match. And Raquel's having such trouble even picking. Guys, that was a body slam. I want to say she was selling the knee. I don't know. I don't think Kevin Dunn's going to give us a replay on a body slam, but I would love to see that replay. It's either she was selling really well, or she literally is having trouble picking up Rhea. I mean, that was literally a botch 2 minutes ago. I don't know about that body slam, but Ray Hunt, these two aren't clicking at all. Not when it goes to the actual wrestling. The good news for them is that most of this match has just been Rhea beating down on Raquel. But when Raquel tries to wrestle with Rhea, it hasn't been pretty good at all. So now at least we know that, right? It's two powerhouses. Even Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6, they actually worked well together in that match, wrestling-wise. And those are not known as actual good wrestlers, per se. Rhea Ripley just got booted outside the ring. Hey, real quick, man. I know it's not in this match, but while they're on the outside, it's a slow pace. You guys hear Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks is AEW bound, guys. Basically 99% sure. I have that confirmed by my people as well. Powerbomb status into the post outside. So now Raquel's got her up. Please don't drop her on her dome piece, bro. And then slingshots her into the barricade. So there's some power by Raquel. But Sasha Banks is going to AEW, guys. 99% positive. My people are saying 100%, but because I want a little bit more. I just need a little bit more time to call it 100%. But Sasha Banks was most likely, Mercedes Moné was most likely supposed to be at All In competing, and that's why she was in the crowd. And Tony Khan let the cat out of the bag when he said, I wanted her to be there to watch some matches first. So Tony Khan is already saying, I still wanted her to be there even though she couldn't compete. Sasha Banks and AEW, man. You lose a CM Punk, but you got a Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, and that's a damn good positive. Dominic is out there, bro. Dominic is out there. He's looking at Raquel like, can I have two mommies? Two mommies. Hey, it's 2023. You could absolutely have two mommies. These days, you got two fucking daddies. I don't fucking know. The world's weird, man, like that. But what can you do? But you got Dominic, who just got fucking taken out by Raquel. Rhea, off the distraction, is about to do the pump handle slam. Riptide, I should say. My bad. Okay, this match is at least bad, guys. I'm sorry. That's the match. The crowd is giving a golf clap. Those who are standing. Golf clap. Dominic got involved late, and that just set up a riptide. That was it. I think I had more fun just shooting the shit with you guys about random shit. Sasha Banks, Lillian Garcia, Gruss 512's 4 marriages. Thank you, Gruss. Shout out to Carlos Ray. I don't even know what the fuck we talked about. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. It wasn't crazy bad. You know what I mean? They got physical. It was what it was supposed to be. So, guys, I'm not... I don't want to put this into the ugly column. It was pretty ugly, though, wasn't it? Pretty ugly. A little bit ugly. I gotta admit, man. Oh, man. Look at John Cena. He's got a pink bow tie, a suit jacket, his Teletubby t-shirt tucked into his jorts. His guests is Finn Balor and Damien Priest, new tag team title holders. Is that Cena's character from Southpaw Wrestling? Do you remember he played a character in Southpaw Wrestling? I loved it. Thank goodness he's not calling himself Senior Money in the Bank anymore, bro. Thank goodness. What is Cena doing, man? It's funny, I guess, but it makes a mockery of the new tag team champions, doesn't it? This is what I'm saying. As much as we all enjoy Cena's work now, I appreciate him more now than ever. You guys have to realize what happens when Cena comes back. Cena is going to overshadow everybody. Cena is going to make everybody look Bush League. Cena is going to overshadow everything. John Cena is going to be the guy. I don't know how many people can really be built up around him. So, I just, man, it's always going to be about Cena, man. Whether he wants it, of course he wants it. It's Cena. All right, guys, I didn't want to do this. I really didn't, man. I'm making you guys really work tonight. I got to take it to the poll, man. I don't know if that was enough to go into the ugly. I'm 50-50. I could easily put it into the bad. I don't mind at all. I'm not going to lose any sleep putting this into the ugly. The fifth match of the night, Rhea and Raquel. So I'm giving it to you guys. Does Rhea versus Raquel go into the ugly column? This is going to go up in your chat in the next 20 seconds. I really did not plan this out. I wish I could just make the decision myself and let you guys have an easier night. But no. Gold, those gold cards means you're working tonight. You're not just being entertained. You hear me? When you're a channel member and you have that gold card, you are the board of directors and you're going to work. So you guys need to help me out on this. I'm going to start this poll up in the next 20 seconds. Does Rhea versus Raquel go into the ugly column? If you choose yes, I will put that into the ugly. It'll end up turning into two bads, unfortunately. If you say no, I will put it into the bad and I won't look back. I won't think twice. It's up to you guys. I'm 50-50 on it. I truly am. This is the closest we've had. It's within 10%. 55 say no, it does not go into the ugly. But 45 say yes. BC, go ahead and put that into the ugly. This is a very close one, man. Closest one we've had. Huh. All right, I'm going to have to leave this up for another minute because it is very close. It's within 10%, guys. Shit, it's literally within 10%. Hold on, I gotta let it sit for a minute. See if there's any late voters. Oh, it just went to 9%. 9. Oh shit, it's getting closer. Nope, back to 10. This might be more entertaining than that actual match. 8%. 8. Oh, back to 10%. 150 votes. It's back to 10. Damn. Back to 9%. It looks like 10 is where we're going to settle. Nope, back to 9 actually. So hold on. I want to see if there's any big gap change, like 2 to 3, then there's a change in tide, and then I got to wait. 9%. It's like an auction. Going once, going twice. Are we stuck at 9% difference? I'll end the vote right now, man. Any more late comers, man? All those gold cards, did you vote? Every gold card, did you vote? You better have. All right, that looks to be it, man. I'm going to end the poll right there then, man. That's it. That's it. Looks like it was pretty much stuck around 10%. The final results will be in your chat in the next 20 seconds-ish. So I'm going to go ahead and put match number 5 into the bad column. I'm going to change that ugly. It's not going into the ugly. Don't worry. I had to change that real quick. It's still 1 in the ugly. That was from match number 3, guys. I just had to change the tally to a different one. And now match number 5 will go into the bad column. Okay. So not bad. You guys saved the pay-per-view for now. There's still one more match. We're currently in a video package for the main event. Shinsuke Nakamura, the challenger, going after Sethington Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship. Now, let me set the stage for you guys here. This is 4 in the good, 1 in the bad, 1 in the ugly. Again, at the end of this review, the ugly gets crossed off in the 2 bads. Currently, going into the main event, match number 6, it is 4-3 technically. As long as this match doesn't completely shit the bed, this will be it'll squeeze by as a good pay-per-view. All it's got to do is get one good, and it's good. If it gets a bad, we end up in a tiebreaker. That's not good, because I don't know how we're going to... And there's no kickoff show matches anymore, so I don't know how we're going to do the tiebreaker. Maybe we have to rate the Grayson Waller effect segment. I don't know. So if it gets a bad, we end up in a tiebreaker, and I don't know what the fuck we're going to do there, because I didn't plan ahead like I always tell you guys to do. I didn't do that for a tiebreaker. If it gets an ugly... this becomes a bad pay-per-view all in all. So you want to stay away from the ugly in this main event. You got 2 big professionals, 2 dudes we respect. I don't see how it would get an ugly unless the match is ugly, the booking of it's ugly, and the finish is stupid. So that's the stage. Good stage going up to the main event, man. That's the good, the bad, and the ugly. Sethington Rollins coming down to the ring. He's got one of those, you ever see the airplane pillows you put over your neck on the airplane? It's a pillow for your neck so your head can rest on it. Well, he has one of those balloon ones, and he puffed it up. And it looks like he just got off the airplane, and he's got a massive neck pillow on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mute WWE's playback because this song gets me I don't know what it is. It's nauseating to listen to this. And then they're just going to do this. He's going to sit there like that, and everybody's going to turn into zombies for the next 10 minutes. Do me a favor, Eric Newton, Gruss512, Santavia, James, Strength Fajitas, Carlos, WWE AEW, Marvel fan, Dave, Mealy, JR9, Gaming, Ray Hunt, William F. Let me know when this fucking... sing-along, Disney sing-along is over, please. I can't do that right now. I can't. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to pop a new coffee. I mean, it's been on ice, literally. Look at all this. A Dunkin' iced coffee. Check this out, man. I've had it on ice, literally, guys. My coffee has been on ice. Look at that, man. A Dunkin' iced coffee I saved for the main event. Hopefully you guys don't mind if I crack a new Dunkin' Donuts iced original. They're still going, aren't they, guys? I see them. Luckily, I don't hear them right now, fuckers. Oh, now they're clapping. Maybe they finally stopped. I don't know. Good for you, Truman. I definitely mind. I mind a lot. And I'm going to mute the shit out of it because it sucks. Ooh, we got a nice little fucking entrance for Shinsuke Nakamura. It's over. Thank you, Brad. Thank you. Thank you, Pimp Jesus. Thank you, guys. Eric Newton says, I need a hearing aid now. Oh, bro, you have no idea. Or you do, actually. I like this for Shinsuke, man. I like it. Dress this up. Let's get fun for Shinsuke's entrance, man. JR9 says, like, anime villain. Really cool. I agree. Tribute to Bray Wyatt with the Fireflies. Indeed, got that aspect as well. tonight, Seth. I will get you free. Hey, this is pretty cool for Seth, bro. There we go. That was good, man. Nice entrance there for Shinsuke, man. Start to make him feel special by just playing to his strengths. We all respect Shinsuke. Most of us love Shinsuke. He doesn't need to speak proper English to carry a storyline or a promo. Start giving him captions. Start doing the subtitles. Do cool shit like that. Mix it with what he's already capable of dominating on, and guess what? You have a special motherfucker. It's not rocket science. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're not asking you to move mountains. We say that about Asuka. We say that about Io Shirai Sky. We say that about Shinsuke. Say the same damn thing about fucking Shida and AEW. A little different scenario. I get it. Patriot Ninja, 10 spot, couple of coffees. Patriot Ninja, BC, just wanted to tip my glass to you and the amplified unit. Me and the wife have listened to you all night on the back deck. Good times. Here's the finishing strong. Salute. Patriot Ninja, I'm about to crack this. Perfect timing. If you don't mind, I'm going to salute you right back, bro. Patriot Ninja, I appreciate it, man. Definitely finishing strong. I just hope that this match does the same. Patriot Ninja, salute, man. Appreciate the coffees and appreciate you being up in here. You and the wifey, salute. That was a big swig, Patriot Ninja. I appreciate it. And in case you guys are wondering, the ice did its job. This is still ice cold after 3 hours, 4 hours of this pay-per-view, whatever it is. Patriot Ninja, salute, man. Let's finish this strong. Main event. Listen to Samantha, because she's really good at this shit. I love Shinsuke, man. So good. Heel, face, doesn't matter. Sethington. I'd flip if she says Sethington. You got to get rid of the frickin' though, man. That's so lame. Remember there was a time Michael Cole would say frickin' every single time he said Seth Rollins? Now, to his credit, or in his defense, that's when Vince was in Gorilla every single Monday night or Friday. You gotta say frickin'. What is wrong with you? You're a doofus like my son-in-law. You gotta say frickin'. It's Seth freaking Rollins, you dummy. You're such a doofus, Michael. Michael, why are you such a doofus? Saying Seth Rollins, it's freaking Rollins. Because he gives you a freaking good time. I don't know. Long night, lots of coffee from BC, man. That's what you're getting. When you're over 3 hours into a live stream, you start getting the Vince McMahon voice, guys. There's no complaint jar. You just got to deal with it, all right? You're getting the Vince McMahon voice after 3 hours. Well, put your complaints in the suggestion jar. All right, here we go. Bell just sounded, guys. 10:55 p.m. Eastern time. We'll try to time this match, see where it's at. Well, Nakamura got back. Now, there was a time where Roman was just going to completely steamroll him, and then he couldn't get back to main event status, but he's back. They had to create a different title. What if they've got something big planned for the finish, though? It's Shinsuke and Seth. What could you possibly have? Right? Drew McIntyre comes out on Riddle's scooter and then hits Seth with the scooter and turns heel, maybe, right? I'm kidding. The thought of Drew McIntyre on the scooter is funny. Drew should have been heel from the beginning, though, man, when he came back. Guys, why this match is just starting, so it's slow. They're just looking at each other. It's the feel-out process of the match. Again, I know people come in and out of these live streams, especially when they're almost 4 hours. Phil Brooks has been terminated contract-wise from AEW. Tony Khan has fired CM Punk. That's official. It is confirmed. Not a storyline. It's just confirmed. Tony Khan had too many people in his ear like, what are you doing, bro? So Tony Khan finally had to just attach the balls. And I know a lot of you guys might not like to hear that. Maybe you love CM Punk and AEW. You thought he was the savior, but he wasn't. And the AEW as a company, I don't think you guys understand. It was in serious, serious turmoil, guys. The locker room was in disarray. It was bad. And it all stemmed from one person. You can blame other people all you want, but one person was causing all of it because he kept adding the fuel to the fire. And eventually you just got to say, enough. I can't let you destroy my entire company. And finally, Tony Khan did it. So I hope you guys understand, man. Oh, my God. What is Shinsuke doing, man? Rubbing the back. I got you there, brother. Seth Rollins is like, get away from my back. That was too funny. Oh, bro. But anyway, yeah, CM Punk, man, he is no longer with AEW. That's confirmed, so. Had to happen. It was only a matter of time. Oh, there you go. Gruss512, Tony Khan was the reason the locker room was messed up. He let it happen for too long. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. But he finally took a stand. Yes. Is it too late? No. Is it late? Yes. Not too late. Now you just start to pick up the pieces. But what happened was Phillip Brooks started to boss Tony Khan, and you just can't do that. You can't. With somebody like CM Punk, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. The problem with WWE, Vince never let him. And that's why he was structured there. And he got pissed off. But Vince would never let him have a fighting gorilla position. Vince would jump the table and start fighting him. Even Paul Levesque McMahon would never allow that at gorilla position. Paul Levesque McMahon would start brawling right there, bro. He knows he could get away with that in AEW. Probably thought he couldn't get fired. Probably thought he was invincible. And even if he gets fired, he's going to get paid. But if you guys listen to the wording in AEW statement in Tony Khan, they said 3 different times, fired with cause, meaning they're going to try to get out of paying him. This is going to go to court. This is going to be a long legal battle. They're going to try not to give him the remaining millions that he's owed. So it's going to be interesting to see who wins this legal battle between AEW and CM Punk. But I knew this was going to get very, very dirty very quick. So here's Phil Brooks in another long legal battle with another big wrestling company. Guys, I'll call this action when it gets picked up. I promise. It's the early stages, so I do, man, this is a big story. So I want to one more time, and I'm going to do it right now. I just want to give the official statement from AEW, because I know people come in and out. So this is the official statement from AEW terminating the contract of Phillip Brooks. All Elite Wrestling has terminated the wrestler and employment agreements between Phillip Brooks, CM Punk, and AEW with cause, effective immediately. The termination was confirmed by CEO Tony Khan, and the termination follows a week-long internal investigation of an incident occurring backstage at AEW, all in London on Sunday, August 27th. Following the investigation, the AEW Discipline Committee met and later convened with outside legal counsel before finally making a unanimous recommendation to CEO Tony Khan that CM Punk be terminated with cause. Khan then said, hold on, man, Rollins just took a nasty shot on the top of the commentator. I'll give you Khan's quote as well in a second, but they're on the outside, and Shinsuke is just destroying Seth Rollins' back right now, really playing up that back injury, which is actually real, by the way. Real quick, Tony Khan's response to this was, and I quote, Phil played an important role within AEW, and I thank him for his contributions. The termination of his contract with AEW with cause, again, is ultimately my decision and mine alone. Of course, I wish I didn't have to share this news with you, which may come as a disappointment to many of our fans. Nevertheless, I am making the decision in the best interest of the many amazing people who make AEW possible every week. Our talent, staff, venue operators, and many others whose efforts are unsung but essential to bringing our fans great shows on television and at the arenas and stadiums throughout the world. End quote. So they took a lot of time into letting everybody know exactly what the situation is. They thanked Phillip Brooks, but they said he is terminated with cause, meaning they're not going to want to pay him. So this is going for a long, Gruss 512, a discipline committee, bro. I don't know how to, listen, this is fucking AEW for you, bro. There is no investigation. Tony Khan was there. He was right there. So he just didn't want to make this call. He was going to hope that it goes underneath the rug. And then too many people fucking said, bro, this was bad. And then he probably found out that people that just work at the arena, not with AEW, were involved and accidentally, like, were in it. Could have gotten hurt. And finally, Tony Khan's like, fuck, I'm going to get, like, really, really in trouble if I don't do something now. Ever since Brooks went to the UFC, he trained for fights. Phillip Brooks is trying to fight everybody now. He's picking little fucking Jack Perry and trying to choke him out. Go back to the UFC. Try to win a fight, bro. This wrestling thing is not working out for Brooks, man. He's just miserable there. Anyway, thank you guys for allowing me a few minutes during the opening minutes of this main event to just say that one more time. That's the situation. So basically, this is a Shinsuke working on Sethington. Back, neck, you name it. A lot, Carlos, a lot. And that's the sad part. But you know what? You got to start somewhere. This is a new beginning for AEW. I wish them the best. Could have put the tag title match in the main event. That probably would have been the better option. Especially with titles changing. Imagine if they gave the belt to Shinsuke after Seth talked for the last 2 months about how he wants to make the World Heavyweight Championship so special. No, please don't start the song, guys. Come on, man. Yeah, Jer9, who do you put him up for first, man? Who goes after him first, man, for the title? If Shinsuke wins this thing, who's the first feud? And where is he? Monday Night Raw, right? So who the fuck? Cody. Cody's not going to play around with a secondary title after Roman fucking beat him. Damien should cash in tonight. Could you imagine? Then they would truly have all the fucking gold, bro. Imagine if Damien cashed in tonight. Some people, some gold card members in the chat think a cash in tonight. Ooh, Rollins was able to finally get a little bit of reprieve. Little fucking Frankensteiner from the top rope. Some of you guys are saying Jey Uso right from the jump. Jey goes into a title match. Damn, all right. That could be fun, actually. Jey and Shinsuke in a storyline. Could actually be fun. Yeah, well, that's exactly what Cole said. He claims to be the working man's champ. You hold it for 2 months and then you're already done with it? I don't know, bro. Seth, top rope. Frog splash. 1, 2... 2 and 3-10. Shinsuke's nowhere near finished yet. Nowhere near. I'm not a big video game guy, but when I used to play pro wrestling video games, man, I would go for a pin after every move like a fucking schmuck. I don't know what I was thinking. Just keep fucking doing moves, but I didn't know what fucking controller did a move. I was just glad I did a fucking powerbomb or a body slam. I was fucking thrilled I actually got a move in. So then I would pin, and their energy was like at 100. So I go for a fucking pin, and I get like a 0.1 of the first count. And they pop up. 37 minutes later, I'm getting pinned. Shinsuke's still got a lot of energy packet left. That was a lot of work just for a Seth Rollins clothesline. A lot of movement for one clothesline. Jer9, I would always pin as well. Yeah, right? Let's hit the fucking... We're hitting the showers now, man. There's going to be a 10-second match. All right. Well, right now we're down the middle, man. I'm not seeing enough to put this into a good column. That's not bad. As long as they stay away from ugly, this could be a good pay-per-view, guys. All they got to do is score one good. One good! But it has to be good. I need to see a lot more. I hope nobody just wins out of nowhere and that's it. There better be something planned for the finish and after this. If you're new to the channel, yes, I'm a harsh critic, but I'm very fair. I'm harsh but fair. I'm an asshole, but I'm a fair asshole. My expectations, my standards, my bar is higher than the average fan. But that's because I've been through many eras of pro wrestling, and I know what it should be and could be. Oh, that was a nice knee to the fucking dome piece. 1, 2, Sethington out at 2 and 5/10. You're getting closer, Shinsuke. Now it's 2 and 5/10. That was a nice knee, man. Drilled a motherfucker. Kevin Dunn just put that in slow-mo. Got him right. Oh, okay. Upper left pec. All right. Lower chin, upper left pec. Still a devastating knee. Come on! Shinsuke. Seth really selling every move. Very well done, man. If only all the kids coming up in pro wrestling today would just do that. Every move. It's not that fucking difficult. Sell. Don't worry about your next move and setting up your next spot, your next flip, and your next dive. Sell your opponent's moves. That was a little sloppy, but that's all good. They got to their destination, which is Nakamura just beating the shit out of Seth's back. Oh, 2 7/10. We're getting closer, Shinsuke. 0.3 left, and you have a championship. 2 7/10. He wearing a mofo down. Inverted exploder. And now he's setting up for Kinshasa. Nope. Super kick. 2 5/10. Sethington is getting closer now, man. Work pretty well together. It's actually a decent match in a kind of a subliminal way. And kind of like, what's the word I want? I don't know the word I'm trying to find. It's actually a decent match in a roundabout way. Both are selling so damn good. That's why. It's easier to care when you're actually believing in the match that you're watching. Gruss, what do you mean, BC? They can't kick out of 97 Canadian destroyers. I know. That's today's wrestlers, Gruss. Do 97 Canadian destroyers pop up like nothing and blame Bray Wyatt for ruining pro wrestling because of supernatural powers? All right, I just saw a human being kick out of 97 Canadian destroyers and kick out at 2. 10 seconds later, he's on offense. But we're going to blame Bray Wyatt? Bullshit. Bray Wyatt was one of the centerpieces of pro wrestling in the last decade. Ooh, 2 8/10. Ooh, so close. They're like the video game, man. Their energy packets are going down, man. Their counts are now at 2 8/10. They got like this much left on each of their little energy timeline. Yeah. JR9 knows what I'm talking about. The meter, the energy meter in like a video game, and it keeps getting lower and lower energy-wise. Quiet. That was the word I was looking for 6 minutes ago when I said this was a decent match and I couldn't think of the word, like a quiet way. Nothing flashy. It's just a straight up good wrestling match with a lot of selling and not rushing it and doing all these spots. It's an old-fashioned wrestling match. I like it. With two dudes we, for the most part, give a shit about. It's still going to take a little bit more for me to put it into the good column, though, guys. I'm telling you right now. I don't care if that sounds harsh. This is the main event of a pay-per-view going into the holidays soon. We got to start ramping it up. No. Don't do the song again. Please don't do the song again. I'll make my Packers beat your Steelers again in the Super Bowl. I'll do it. I don't know how. I don't think we're going to do it with Jordan Love, but we'll find the right quarterback. Rollins trying to get to the top rope. Almost like he's going to hit a moonsault, but Shinsuke's like, sit down, bro. You ain't going to do no moonsault. So now Shinsuke's going back up. I don't know what Shinsuke's trying to do. Suplex, I guess? The fuck? Sheamus's white noise? What's going on here? Oh, that did not look good. Wow, top rope. He just planted Sethington upper back, man. Kevin Dunn, give me a replay on that, man. That looked pretty bad. Oh, he just hit Kinshasa, brah. He just got him. I don't know if he got all of it, so he's going to set up in the corner to get all of it now. That was about 60, 70% of it. Now he's going to go for a hunji. Oh, Rollins collapses. Death of Rollins won't even get up. Wow. Shinsuke was ready to put a fucking exclamation point on this. He going to hit him with an awe-inspiring fruity roll-up? No, he slaps him. Sethington smacks him. Shinsuke's like, you motherfucker. Shinsuke just giving him fucking boots to the face. Knees to the midsection. Vicious, too, man. Old school King of Strong style. You guys remember NXT? I don't know about destroying, but you fucking him up. Suplex. Sethington was able to reverse it. I don't know what's going on. 6 different reversals. Pedigree. Pedigree onto Shinsuke, but Sethington is thriving in pain. He's going to try to deliver a stomp. Stomp coming up. 11:20 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going about 25 minutes into this match. Ooh! Kick to the dome piece. Nakamura back on offense. Fruity roll-up. Nope. Yep, fruity roll-up Shinsuke. Stomp! He only got 60% of it, though. Just like Shinsuke only got 60 to 70% of the Kinshasa earlier, Sethington didn't really have enough room before the stomp. So he's going to get kicked out right now. Oh, no! What? I thought he was going to at least deliver another... He got him on 65% of a stomp. He was like 2 feet from him. He didn't even run for it. Give me a replay on that, Kevin Dunn. He was like 2 feet away. He didn't even set up for the stomp. Well, there better be a cash in now because that's not going into my fucking good. That's a horrible finish. Somebody get me Damien Priest. Now. That's not going into my good column with that finish. No way. Now, if he delivered another 100% Kinshasa or stomp, yes. Watch this stomp. He was 2 feet from him. All right, Kevin Dunn, I don't need to see 18 replays of the other. Just give me that finish, please. He was 2 feet from him. That wasn't even like a run. I thought he was going to go and give him one more. Shinsuke's on the outside just like this. Like, what the fuck, man? Damn it. I talked all of this shit. You know, Shinsuke going to go back in and, like, beat him up or something? I don't think Shinsuke's just going to let it roll, right? He's probably just going to beat him up a little. Are they going to end the pay-per-view like that, man? With a half-ass stomp? Maybe. What is Shinsuke doing? Go in there and take him bring a steel chair with you. Oh, that was it. They just ended with a Seth Rollins Shinsuke fucking match with nothing planned afterwards and a shitty finish? Oh, no. Guys, that's not good. I didn't mind the match for the most part, but you gotta finish the story. Oh no, guys, I don't want to do this, but I gotta do this. Oh man, see, this is why BC is the fucking asshole in the community, and I think I'm a pretty good dude. I'm the asshole, right? Because I have to make hard decisions like this, but it ain't that hard. Guys, I don't want to do this, but I gotta do this. That sucked, guys. That's not how you end a pay-per-view. It's 11:30 p.m. Eastern time. We wait almost 4 hours, and that's the fucking finish you give us? A fucking half-ass stomp? Shinsuke's like, fuck, man, I talked all this shit, and now I'm just gonna watch them. Damien's got his fucking briefcase up his fucking ass or something. He doesn't want to cash in. This guy just went to war with a bad back. Guys, wow, that just drastically changed everything. That's an ugly. That's now 2 uglies on the night. And that changed everything because every ugly gets crossed off into 2 bads. So what we just did is we just now have 2 uglies, so each one of those is 2 bads, so that's 4 bads going on top of the bad we already had, which is now 5 bads. 5 to 4. All I said was this main event cannot get an ugly. And I told you guys, it's almost impossible. It's Shinsuke and Seth. As long as they have a good finish and a good post-match shit, the match should be good. As long as they're creative on everything else, this will be good. A good pay-per-view. It'll squeak out, but it's still good. You just can't get an ugly. And this fucking company gets an ugly. 4 on top of 1. That equals 5. 5 in the bad. I didn't want to do that. You think I wanted to do that? Fuck no. You think I thought that board was going to look like this at the start of the main event? No, I thought at least I was going to put in a good. And this was by 2 tallies going to be a good pay-per-view. Wow, man. Unit, what do you think? Gold card. Wow, JR9, 4:23 a.m. Where JR9 is for that trash, he says, bro, everyone's calling for a rewind, more uglies. I can't even fathom what the fuck just transpired, guys. Wow. That was James Shrimp. Lackluster is the word personified. William F. I expected Seth to win and no cash in. I thought the match would be better. Yeah, I mean, the match was decent to good at times, no question. I won't fault the match too much, but yeah, it should have kicked up many notches, had a hot finish, and then some creative post-match activity. This is Pro Wrestling 101, especially for a pay-per-view. The action did not pick up substantially at the finish. It was a shitty finish, and there was no post-match creativity. It was the opposite of Pro Wrestling 101. That was like a main event you'd see on Raw, where Seth just wins, and then good night, everybody. What the? I'm shocked that people would pay money, even if it's $10 for Peacock. Like no, you got to do better than this. Like nobody's gonna go back and watch this pay-per-view. The tag team Steel City Street Fight was the only thing that maybe you'd watch again. And I'm being I put some good into the columns because there was not enough bad to overcome good in a lot of this. So it's got 4 goods. But I told you guys, even when we were putting the goods in, it's nothing you're going to go back and really watch. Thankfully, the tag team match got a great, so that's why it got 4 goods. Otherwise, that would just be 2 goods or 3. Well, that sucks to do, man. You know, that's not how I wanted to end. I thought that we were just going to go, hey, you know what? Because I enjoyed shooting the shit with you guys. You guys made it a lot more fun, as you always do. Hopefully, I was able to entertain you guys. It wasn't a catastrophically bad event. The decisions and the lacklusterness and the redundancy brought it down miserably. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys. I kept you here almost 4 hours. Or didn't keep you here, but you've joined BC for almost 4 hours, so I appreciate you guys big time, man. Hopefully you guys had fun tonight, man. Hopefully I entertained you. Hopefully WWE entertained you, even if it was more shitty than not. Hopefully it at least took your mind off shit. Hopefully this damn company did something good entertainment-wise for you. Hopefully I got everybody in the Super Chats. If I missed anybody, I'll absolutely get you in the next podcast. I'm sure it'll fill out. To the new channel members that came on board today, much love and respect. Welcome to the Gold Card channel membership, the Gold unit. To all my Amplified unit, even if you don't carry a Gold Card. To all you guys that tuned in, even if you couldn't chat up in the live chat. Thank you for smashing that up and showing that love and appreciation to the channel. Guys, that's what I got for you, man. Almost 4 hours later. Until next time, and there will be a next time. Top guys, we're out. And ladies. Top guys and ladies, there you go. We're out. BC, saying check you. Enjoy the rest of your night or morning like JR9 and so many others. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. All out tomorrow. That company can finally start fresh without any toxicity in their organization. Hopefully, right? They can start new. So that's good. We'll see what we're going to do with All Out. I don't know how I'm going to review that, if even. So we'll see. So appreciate you guys big time, man. Hey, before I take off, man, there was a super right at the end. Ray Hunt with a 5-spot coffee. The Payback 2023 tally just pulled a 2016 Atlanta Falcons Super Bowl 51 choke. It really did, man. It just flipped. Last second. Shocking everybody. I thought there was no way Ray Hunt, that Shinsuke and Sethington would pull in an ugly. I thought there was no fucking way. You'd have to go out of your way to pull in that type of a tally. But, man, I tell you, it's, that's pretty much what you're, WWE AEW Marvel fan. You left a super, you said. Hold on. Where? Hold on. WWE AEW Marvel fan says, hold on, I left a super. I got it, WWE AEW, the Patriots Championship. I got it. That's the only one you left, bro. I already covered that an hour ago. WWE AEW Marvel fan. I already got to the super thanks, bro. Right? Or the super from earlier, right? Is that what you're saying, WWE AEW Marvel fan? Because we put up a SmackDown review several hours before Payback went live. So I think that's it. So let me see real quick, man. Let me give a shout out to my super thankers. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Hold on. Yes, Jamal Straken with a 2-spot super thanks in that SmackDown review hours and hours ago. Jamal, I appreciate it, brother. And WWE AEW Marvel fan, yes. And I did read that earlier as well. I appreciate the coffee. And Stegmeister with a 2-spot super thanks. And Darian Romero. Darian also with a super thanks. So yes, there were several super thankses in that last podcast. If you guys didn't catch the SmackDown review, I put that up hours before we went live. Check that out if you don't mind. Smash the up. All right, guys. Damn, what a 4 hours, huh? We'll do it again real soon, man. Until next time, and there will be that next time. BC, top guy, I'm out. Peace. Thank you for an awesome night, guys. Check you. Salute! Salute!